Hello.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
I told
Sorry.
you.
So sorry.
It's funny because I was like, you ready? Yes. Sure? 100%. Are you sure? Yes. Start.
100%.
Hello. Oh, my mic.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
How are you, Danielira?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. A little disappointed because I was
Yeah.
hoping to fix something today, and I couldn't about the computer.
Yeah.
But I got a little annoyed, I guess, and I just bit the bullet and I ordered it through the internet. I
Yeah.
ordered the SSD through the internet because it was becoming a hassle just to get it here. I know it, maybe for people overseas, it seems like, oh, just go get an SSD. I wish that things that are simple in other places in the world were very simple here. And they're not that simple.
Yeah.
So, So it's annoying because the person that was going to help me out, I waited for them for over an hour. We had
And the thing is that they set an appointment.
Yeah.
I think that's what's most annoying. Like,
yeah, so I
I'll
had to
see
go to
you
the
at
place.
10.
Yeah, I was like, okay, what time do you open? And they were like 10 in the morning. I was like, okay, I'll be there at 10. And they were like, yes, I'll be there at 10. And I was like, yeah, I have to do that because I have to get back to work. So I can't cut my day in two. No, so I was there till 11:15.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Like,
And the thing is that everything was closed.
yeah.
It's not like you could hang around.
No. There's other stores there, but they don't have.
No, but not the ones you needed.
Well, they don't have. They have older SSDs. That's the other thing here in Colombia. We get older tech. That's usually the case. Like if you want newer tech, you're not easily. It's not easily available here, or you have to pay through the roof. Yeah, you have to pay like absurdly. Like for example, your computer, you didn't exist here. Like you can buy a Mac here, but your computer is not available here in Colombia. Like they don't bring it here.
Not even like in the authorized stores of
so Mac. Colombia, so the actual store will not bring your computer here.
Yeah.
So so it's a little annoying, and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. So I just ordered it. So it's going to take a week to get here.
It's fine. I mean,
we're doing fine with your computer.
Yeah, we have my computer.
Yeah, so
to do the stream, so
I was annoyed a little bit.
No rush.
And so while you were setting up, I get kind of itchy, and I started doing my drawing, so I apologize. It's a little Phil Hale-ish, if I would say.
It looks like a Katrina.
Oh, yeah, that's super cool.
Like the nose, yeah.
Yeah, that's super
Everything.
Cool. Maybe Phil Hale-ish or Karl Kapinski-ish. Karl has like the coolest drawing ability of anyone I've ever seen, where you don't really lift your hand, and just the traveling through the mark making is what's giving you an idea of what to do. The only thing is like, I'm drawing you from a photo. Karl does that from imagination. So there is like a precipice between the ability that I can have doing that and the understanding that Karl has. But Karl is like,
a beast.
Yeah. His life is, draftsmanship. So I can't expect somebody that has such an extraordinary ability to be something that's accessible to me like easily. No, of course not. So yeah, those are probably the two people I feel, Phil Hale and Karl, that have that sort of, and Tim Wilson, my buddy Timothy Wilson, he used to have this Justin Sweet, which is another illustrator, Justin Sweet way of drawing, like kind of scribbling and finding his drawing, that I love. I absolutely adore that sort of drawing. I don't usually draw like that. I don't even know if my drawing has like much character, to be honest.
I do think it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think my drawing in a sort of less physical sense has
in a
has
less
character.
physical
Yeah,
sense?
like this is very much an bare bones drawing. It's just lines, darker lines over over a lighter substrate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just like the most primitive definition of drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Just darker mark making, or mark making that contrasts that makes a contrast with the substrate. Because it could be like a dark stone and you're just drawing with chalk, with white chalk. But I think my drawing in that very fundamental sense, I haven't really quite explored that quality of my drawing for the longest time. I used to draw like that when I worked, but not for many, many, many years. So I don't know if my drawing can have that strength to hold up by itself.
I think it can.
At its barest. I don't know. But
in my opinion, it can. But
thank you. You're not. You're horribly biased, though.
No.
So.
No.
I mean, I'm biased when I see your work. I love you.
No, and I just think that you are sometimes again, we've talked about this like 1,000 times, but like hypercritic.
Yeah.
About your work.
Yeah.
So maybe sometimes you don't see things that other people see in your work.
Maybe.
So.
Yeah. But I'm happy invoking, something that I absolutely adore that I see in other people that have that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Duncan Fregredo, I think, has that too when he's drawing like his comic book stuff. He's fantastic at doing that also. So what are we going to do today? I have this nice pic of you again in sunlight because I was thinking of sunlight yesterday, and I feel that yes, the design of yesterday's painting was nice, and it just worked. It was a very easy thing to kind of pull off because you're kind of using something that's there already, which was the brightness of the paper. Mm-hmm. And the brightness of the paper is going to help you create a value scale super quickly.
Yeah, like establish the highest.
Super quickly, exactly. So if you like use that to your strength, like or to its own strength, if you're able to identify that and use that condition to its highest kind of capabilities, then it's kind of easy to fit all the other parts together because those parts are going to showcase that brightness of that white. So those brighter shapes were super essential to the painting, and I think they gave the room for that kind of fleshy area that was the portrait in the back to shine. It just, that kind of contrast between those two was just super, super nice. So it's a very simple idea, and it's just about executing it directly. It's just about kind of quick execution, trying to measure your decisions so that you can use all of them. So at every step of the painting, you try to commit to something with the hopes that by the end, those early commitments can be something that you could use, in that final image. Mm-hmm. So today I was thinking, I have this really nice pic of you that's also in direct sunlight. You have this creamy kind of yellow jacket.
Like a pastel.
Yeah. And you have a bunch of trees in the back, like foliage trees. It was one of those few days, I would say, that we had like direct sunlight.
I think that, if I'm not mistaken, was it in the Reina Sofia, that picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That day, maybe midday, we had like a nice sun.
Yeah.
Because when we got there, it wasn't super. No, maybe it was.
No, and I remember inside the museum, it was super cold.
Yeah, at the beginning, but
so
then it was like nice and sunny.
Yeah. So I just saw the little. No, it's not little, but the like a.
The yard.
I was gonna say patio.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And I wanted sun, so we were there for a bit. So I remember that.
So I thought, well, I'm gonna introduce we've been using this palette that sometimes feels like, oh God, another 4-color painting. Come on, like this is a little redundant. Like, sure, there are possibilities to that palette. Yes, we see them, and sometimes I feel it's like, you're beating this old drum, and you're like, yeah, but there's wonderful qualities to this. And you can get, it's almost as if you can forget about the beautiful qualities of that palette and take them for granted. But you can also grow tired of it. And I guess that's, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And you can be yearning for like higher chroma, newer colors, quote unquote, newer colors. There's a bunch of colors that have been available, for the past decades that are wonderful. They're super saturated. And I thought of bringing some of those in today to just, really punch up the color and punch up everything just to have like a different idea of sunlight. And then I thought, well, why don't we try to pull this off, but with the same colors and see if it can work. So again, it's like a nice swooping shape that Pontormo-like arm here, or like bronzino like arm, just framing, that curve that's kind of framing the upper part of the composition. It's perfect, I feel. And then I'm gonna try to exaggerate the traveling of light. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Your hand is gonna block, and it's gonna create this cast shadow over your face. But I'm hoping that even though there's a cast shadow that obviously kind of creates this breakup between light and shadow, I'm just hoping that I can have this almost like swooping, almost like encompassing sense of light falling down on you. And I'm going to see if I can have that sense of light, that nice, rich sense of light without the aid of highly saturated colors. We do have an accent of saturation with Cad Red. That's an acknowledgement that we always talk about when we use the four color palette. In this case, it's always like 5 because I use the umber as an underpainting. So I should get to it just to buy myself some time. But so there is a natural saturation, available saturation to this palette with that Cad Red. But we're going to see if we can, that's a little too much. It's a little too dark. But we're going to see if we can get a nice, I don't know. Just a nice sense of brightness without the aid of saturation. Let's see how we do. Maybe it's maybe what we're going to get in the end is just light, but not brightness. Okay. So brightness usually means lightness plus saturation. So a very bright color would be like yellow petals of this flower in direct sunlight. Or orange petals of a flower in direct sunlight. That's what we would call brightness. It's that nice, rich saturation that kind of hurts your eyes. And it's usually in lighter values. But we're going to see if we can get that, or if while making the painting, we realize, well, yeah, we would have probably been better off with bismuth yellow instead of this yellow ochre. So we'll see.
Okay.
I mean, it's always exciting to do a painting knowing that you're not trying to prove or disprove anything. It's just like challenging, and we're going to see how we do.
Do you want me to change the title?
How did we title this?
Painting brightness without high chroma.
No, because that's what we're going to attempt to do. Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know how good this is going to be, but I'm going to try. So. Okay. No. I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay, so is it okay if we say hello?
I think today I don't want to say.
No,
of course.
No comments today.
Yeah.
So Aldo was saying hi.
Hey, Aldo.
Bonsoir.
Ooh.
Hi, Aldo. I thought Aldo said something else, so I was trying to read the other comment, but no. Caqueiro dice hello. Hoy llegué súper temprano. Jaja. Sí.
Muy bien. Cacarito. Cocorico.
Caqueiro.
I don't know. I was searching for something. It wasn't there.
Hi to Liad.
Hey, Liad.
Hi to Marcelo Peralta.
Marcelo.
Hi to
Marcelo.
Rohit Kemhavi.
Hey, Rohit.
Emilio Sorni dice, hola, qué bueno volver a verlos. Qué buena trenza, Dani. Jaja.
Uy, Dani tiene
son 6.
un peinado hoy fantástico.
¿No es una? Son muchas. Espérate, es que no veo la cámara. Son muchas trencitas, pero gracias.
Sí, te quedó súper bonito. Te ves súper bonito.
Gracias. Estaba viendo que la luz ahorita Me parezco una bola disco. O sea, mira esto. Estoy como brillantica.
Bueno, salir, estás
Sí.
como de...
No, pero salir no, de llegar de la fiesta.
Llegas, sí,
Sí.
sí,
Ya toda acalorada.
sí, porque huele a...
¿A qué?
No sé qué iba a decir.
¿Qué va a decir?
Creo que iba a decir como a pincho con champaña y ginebra.
No,
Eso
yo
es una
creo que
buena
yo
fiesta.
nunca he salido a
Una
un
buena
sitio donde
fiesta.
haya pincho,
Una buena
champaña
fiesta.
y ginebra.
La verdad
¿Pincho?
no me sonaría tan raro.
No, la verdad no. El pincho,
Imagínate uno tomando y le ofrecen a uno un pincho.
pues
Uy,
delicioso,
qué
pero
delicia,
nunca.
claro que sí, para
Sí.
bajarle a a esta ginebra que estoy tomando. No, te reciben con champaña.
No, hacen un brindis
Sí,
con
te reciben con champaña,
sí,
listo.
para
Y
celebrar.
después, bueno, ay, ¿qué quieren tomar? No, me tomo una ginebra. Y uno termina tomándose 4 y uno está como, estoy grave, mal,
¿Sabes? Yo creo,
mal. Y te dicen, amiga, tranquila, que ya vienen los pinchos.
no, pues sería
Y
increíble.
ahí te tomas el
Pero
quinto.
sería más factible, creo yo,
Mm,
si llegan a un brindis,
Sí,
entonces hay champaña,
sí, me
y
encanta
el
que
plan
esto
era de
estamos...
comer, entonces ofrecen pincho. Entonces uno está comiendo pincho y la comida estaba tan amena que alguien dice, oigan, ¿y si abrimos la ginebra?
Tú te fuiste por otro lado.
Pues yo me
Sí,
imaginé plan casa.
sí. O
¿Tú te
sea, para ti el
imaginaste?
pincho era el personaje, el invitado
Sí,
de honor.
pues claro,
Para mí
qué
el
rico el
pincho vino
pincho.
al rescate, que es como más
Sí,
rico. Sí, viene al
mejor,
rescate.
pero menos viable el tuyo.
Uf,
Tranquila, amiga, que ya viene el pincho,
sí.
donde... Ay, bueno, ¿sabes qué? Mentiras.
¿Cómo así? Si tú, o
¿Sabes
sea, en
dónde?
tu bar
En...
uno comía salchicha.
Sí, pero no era pincho. Es que
Pero
por eso
era
estoy pensando
pero era un
específicamente.
changuche ahí de salchicha súper
Pero...
bueno.
No, pero estoy pensando si he comido pincho cuando uno iba como por las mazorcadas, también
Siempre.
vendían pincho.
Pues
Entonces,
claro, cualquier cosa que tenga grasa
sí,
frita, asada, cualquier cosa así,
grasa frita asada.
me da un pedazo de grasa frita asada, por
Sí,
favor.
pero diga más,
Sí,
porque todo en el menú
Lindita, te voy
es
a
eso.
mandar esta.
¿La imagen?
Sí,
¿Se te
porque
va a descargar?
pronto se me descarga ahorita.
A ver, listo. A ver.
Ahorita no, pero creo que se me va a descargar el celular ahorita después.
Espérate, tengo como 100 cosas. No,
No, tranqui, no hay afán
no
ahorita.
la has mandado.
Sí,
Nope.
no,
No sabía.
ya listo.
A ver, listo. Pues sabes que incluso lo conecto un ratín. Listo. Bueno, sigamos.
Sí. Sigamos,
Eh,
salgamos de esta
De esta
de esta
fiesta con
fiesta,
pincho y
sí.
champaña. Elijah said hello. Hi,
Hey,
Elijah.
Elijah.
Roslyn said hello, everyone.
Hey,
Danny,
Roslyn.
I love your braid. Thank you, Roslyn. I was saying that it's kind of a weird thing because I have not one but a ton of braids. But thank you. And Roslyn also said, and Nicolas, your line work is so recognizable. I think the same. I do think the same.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
1000%. I mean, I was even gonna say that when you were talking about that with the drawing you did,
Yeah.
if I saw only that,
Yeah.
I would instantly know it's yours. Your drawing. Yours drawings.
Yours drawings.
Yeah, I would instantly think it is.
Well,
So.
thank you. I don't see it, but thank you.
Catherine said hi. Kim said hi. Cody Winnicky said, hey, I'm glad to catch you guys for a bit. Hi, Cody.
Awesome.
Javi Have dice, hello all, buenas tardes. Robin
Ooh.
said, good afternoon, dot. Good afternoon.
Dot.
Dot.
So dot is period?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a super serious good afternoon.
Okay.
Good
Yeah, very
afternoon.
formal.
Good afternoon, Robin. Burak, I don't know if it's Buraki or Burak Y, said hello.
Okay.
Elena Mahoney dice, hola y
Hola,
dice, me
Elena.
encanta vuestro acento.
Muchas
Muchas
gracias.
gracias, Elena.
Acento colombiano.
Sí.
Acento
Bogotano.
bogotano.
Sí, sí, sí. Mai Shukla said, hello from Canada. Hi, Mai. David Loran sent an emoji.
Ujú.
Hi, David. Like a praying hands, I think it is. Like the hands like this together.
Ok, ya.
Iván Sánchez
¿Qué
dice,
hubo, Iván?
buenas, saludos a Nicolás y a Dani Trencitas. Buenas. Saludos a Iván. Eh, y lo chistoso es que yo pensé que no se alcanzaban a ver las trencitas, sino solo yo así, como toda con lamido de caballo.
Ujú.
¿Nunca lo decían así en tu casa? Sí.
Creo que sí. ¿Lamido de burro? No.
No, pues yo lo oía lamido de caballo.
¿Qué es de burro? ¿Pestañas de burro? Uno dice.
Pestañas de burro,
Es que
sí.
son súper largas así.
Sí.
Pestaña de burro. Lamido de
No,
vaca.
no, pero ¿sabes?
Lamido de vaca.
Sí, por
Lamido
eso.
de vaca.
¿Y yo qué dije?
Caballo.
Ah, entonces sí era lamido de vaca, perdón. Lamido de vaca. No, pero las pestañas de burro, si no estoy mal, sí. Lich dice de vaca. Sí, sí, Lich.
Lamido de vaca. Por ejemplo,
Las
Pablo.
pestañas de burro son las que son como súper oscuras, súper gruesas, pero hacia abajo. No hacia
para
arriba,
mí. No sé.
sino
Para
así.
mí eran
como...
cualquier persona pestañona.
No, estás mal.
Sí. Por ejemplo, yo pensaba que mi sobrino Pablo, que tiene pestañotas, creo que de todos nosotros.
¿Pero él tiene pestañas hacia abajo o
No
hacia
sé,
arriba?
a mí se me hacen es bonitas y ya. Pestañón. Pues yo digo pestañotas y ya. Creo que es el que más pestañas tiene de todos nosotros.
Mira, Lola Onigiri dice de vaca también, sí. Yo dije de caballo.
Pero los caballos también
Pero
lamen.
¿sabes qué? Es que mezclé dos cosas, cola de caballo y lamido de vaca.
Mm,
Que sería lo máximo si alguien está aprendiendo español
sí,
y dice de qué,
sí,
de qué están hablando
sí.
estos.
Me gusta tu lamido de caballo.
Nicolás, y era lamido de vaca, pero bueno.
Por eso, porque aprendió mal, porque te escuchó a ti.
A ver. Lich dice también de burro tiesas.
¿Las pestañas? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué está pasando acá? ¿De qué estamos hablando
Ok.
ya?
So, let's
Yes.
keep saying hi.
Yes.
Cody Winnicky said, a lot of times, getting to that really light value with more chroma at the transition between light and dark reads as quote unquote brightness.
Could you repeat that again?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, and I was like super
So
paused.
a lot of times.
Wait.
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 You give me like a three waits
Yeah.
on that one.
Because it means wait a little bit longer. So, a lot of times.
Oh, won't you? I was gonna say,
a
oh,
lot-
won't you stay? But I won't. Oh, won't you wait just a little bit longer?
Terrible.
And I think I hit those three notes really well,
Well, you hit them hard. Yeah.
like with a stick.
Yeah. You
Okay, go.
injured them.
Yeah.
Cody Winnicky said, a lot of times getting to that really light value with more chroma at the transition between light and dark reads as brightness.
Yes, I think I understand what you're saying.
So wait.
Yes.
Getting to that really light value
Yeah.
with more chroma at the transition between light and dark
Yeah.
reads as brightness.
Yeah, because that's usually, if I'm understanding, if we're speaking about the same thing, Cody, and I think we are. Yeah, that's where the highest chroma. That's where you're gonna find the highest chroma. So naturally. So yes, I do think I understand what you're talking about.
Emily
Yes.
said, whenever I take photos of my paintings with my phone
Yeah.
for progress shots, the paints look sharpened and horrible.
Yeah.
It makes the strokes look bad. Does anyone else have this issue and a way to help?
Yeah, but that has to do with like camera, AI, your photo. You know, the cell phones usually use like heavy AI on the photos. So a lot of times they up the contrast. A lot of times they have like a sharpened mask.
Yeah, and sometimes even like a smooth mask.
Yeah,
like
it's
he's-
really annoying.
Yeah.
It's really, really annoying. I can, sometimes it's interesting to take a photo with the phone to have like super quickly. But no, but I usually just get frustrated and eventually just go for my camera. And even if I have to take it manually, like yesterday's photo of your painting was manual.
Mhm.
So
But
the
with the
ISO is
camera.
like super high.
Yeah.
Because the available light that we have is I mean, it's great on the painting, but as an ambient lighting, ambient lighting is like non-existent in this setup. So when you're going to shoot manually, I think the ISO that I shot at yesterday was 1250, which is super high. But the camera's good. You can barely see the grain. I mean, you can see the grain if you zoom in. but yeah. So ideally, now, even if you have a good camera, it's probably a best bet to just take out the camera and shoot it and then edit it in Photoshop and then, save it as make it smaller, save it as a JPEG, and then upload it to Instagram, which is a pain. That's what we do. But, that's where you're going to get, at least for that moment, what feels like the most faithful that you can get.
Mike Smith said, "Hola. The beginning of this painting is a bit Chile-like."
Oh, I don't. Maybe the drawing a little bit.
Yeah, because I think they were saying that a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I wish. Oh God, what a draftsperson. I mean, yeah, one of the best in history.
It's DJ Kailash KLA said
Okay.
hello. Hello.
Yeah, I don't think we've had them
No.
here.
And they were saying, "Good night, ma'am. I'm Indian. Hi, how are you?"
Oh, so it's
Uh,
late at night. I always find that fascinating. When for us, it's like we just had lunch.
Yeah.
And then Tintin is like, I have to go to bed because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
4 in the morning. It's 5 in the morning.
Oh, so remember I was saying that I wasn't sure if it was Buraki or Burak.
Yes.
Why? They're telling me it's Burak.
Okay.
Burak. Now I don't know if it's Burak or Burak, but Margo dice buenas. Hola, Margo. No, otra vez. ¿Cómo necesito cambiar eso? Margo, hola.
Wow, era tan fácil.
Sí.
Margo, hola.
Margo, hola.
Yeah.
Eh,
Bienvenida, Margo.
pero un hola, no iba a decir.
Un hola, Margo.
No, es peor. No, porque es que iba a decir, cuando Margo dice algo, yo siempre digo hola para tal persona. Hola a
Margo.
Pepito. Hola a Pepita.
Hello,
Entonces,
Margo.
Siempre digo hola a... Y entonces ahí es donde me confundo.
¿Cómo
pero
estás,
sí.
Margo?
Margo, hola.
Mm. Marge.
Four Chins said, "Hello, Danny from Winnipeg, Canada."
Oh, we have
Hi, Four Chins.
we have a lot of Canadians today.
How are you? Rohit Kemhavi said, "Yeah, your line work is inspiring. I study your drawings on Instagram by trying to copy them."
Oh, thank you.
Callum said, "Hola, niñes." Wow. So Callum was
look at
paying
that.
attention.
Inclusive
Yeah.
Spanish.
And it's even like with a flow because it's niñes with a Z instead of an S. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. That has a bailao.
Gyu is saying, "Hi, guys." Hi, Gyu. How are you? Sheka said, "Hey, how's it going?" Hi, Sheka. It's going great. What do you
Yeah. I guess I was a little frustrated in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I really dislike, artists. We have this, there is always this idea that we don't do anything. and that we just kind of like,
Have free time.
yeah, like, yeah, we don't have schedules and it doesn't matter, and we're like free flowing like spirits. So for us, if somebody's like an hour and a half late, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I was here just writing while you were gone, or I was just here looking at everything. And sure, I think we have that ability to like use those spaces of time if we choose to like draw or sketch or write or just observe and think. But when you have an appointment, like, I am the sort of person that if you tell me 10 a.m. be there, I'll be there like at 9:50, like 10 minutes before. Like, I take seriously like appointments. It doesn't matter what they're for. It does, like, there's no way. I think in 12 years, I was probably late for like 2 classes in my life. And I just don't do that. So if somebody says, hey, we're going to meet at 10, it's like, I'm here at 10. Where are you? Like, what's going on? Where are you? You said 10. I'm here.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, it wasn't even like, oh, they're late. Like, they're a little late. They didn't even show up.
No. No.
After an hour and
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah. So, no, and you read the message that it
I
was
heard,
over an
yeah,
hour and a half after
Oh,
they
yeah.
were saying that they weren't even there.
Yeah. And they
So-
were saying like, no, I'm getting there. I'm
And I
sorry.
don't like when people don't, like, if that was me, I would be writing to that person all the time.
Yeah, because that's what I told you.
Like,
Because he
oh,
was.
I'm sorry, I think I'm going to be late. Like, let's change the time that we were going to meet before. Cause,
Yeah.
because he said he just ran late because he was with someone else. But if you know that, just
Yeah.
write to the other person.
Yeah, because we were talking about this at lunch, and he was saying in the voice note, like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm running late because I was doing another job, and I realized I was going to run late. So I told you, like, I mean, if he realized that he was going to take more than he expected, why can't he
Let me
write to
know.
you before?
Just let me know,
You
and I'll
arrive
be like,
there.
okay, we'll leave that for some other day. I can't do
Yeah.
it today. Then I can't be there, like, so much later.
Yeah, but you were there, and you were the one who had to call them to see what was going on.
Yeah,
Because they didn't even text you, so
yeah.
not cool. But
But now
you
it's like,
bought it.
yeah, I already bought it.
yeah.
And I bought a newer one, which I don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna get the newer. No. It's just that I was looking at stuff and I was like, well, I was gonna get an older one here, and I don't know. I was like, okay, might as well just this computer. I'm probably gonna use it until I don't, and then I'll probably give it to Samu for to play games. And I was like, well, I'll try to future proof it just a little bit, a couple of years, and I was like, okay, I'll buy this newer one. But it's just frustrating because then I'm gonna be able to see, first of all, to see if that was what was actually, or if that was the only thing that was wrong with the computer. Hopefully it was, because we know that was one thing that was wrong, and hopefully that was the one thing.
The thing, yeah.
Yeah, but I hope I don't get any surprises that we fix that and it's something about the computer is still wrong. So yeah. I don't like to complain about those things that sound sort of meaningless, but no, I don't know. It's just that sort of thing, like appointments and time, those are super important for me. And I think being an artist, it's really important that we're super respectful of time, or that if somebody gives us if I have an appointment with a gallery, oh my God, I'm going to be there like half an hour earlier. Like that to me is something that I will never be late to.
No.
Nothing work related. I'm ever late.
No.
I much rather just uncomfortably sit there while maybe the assistant is looking at me thinking like, oh my God, they got here super early. I much rather deal with that with the look than with running in sweaty because you're late and you have to apologize and make some stupid excuse up, something like that. I don't know. So in my life, I've always been like that. So
I have to say that, unfortunately, I wasn't like that before. Like when I was younger, maybe when I was at school.
More relaxed.
Yeah, no, but not relaxed. But I was like always late because just, I mean, it's a terrible excuse, but it was the truth. And it's that I loved sleeping. So sometimes I just put one alarm and I wouldn't listen to the alarm. Because, I mean, my parents can testify and they have told you. I mean, my alarm did ring.
Yeah.
And it was ringing and ringing until it turns off, which is after 1 minute. And I didn't listen to it.
Yeah.
So it was like a real problem. So I started putting a lot of alarms. And I'm happy to say that problem is fixed. Because now I get early. I get up early.
Yeah. For me, with Samu, I don't know if you remember this. Because Samu, when he has to wake up, and I know he has to wake up super early, but when he has to wake up, I always wake up and I always go to him and I'm like, Samu, get up. And he's like,
I've heard. It's kind of a
it's
struggle.
almost like waking somebody up from hibernation every single day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's like this decomposing body that I have to move into life. I have to shove into life
And
until
sometimes
he barely opens an eye.
Mad decomposing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's
like,
pissed off.
Yeah, he's like,
And I'm always
1 minute.
I'm always like, dude, like this is your life. This is every day for you. Like get used to it. But yeah, so he's always like frustrated, always. And I remember one day, I don't know if you remember this.
That you told him
that I was like, Samu, get up. Samu, get up. And at some point, I had done it probably like 5 times. I had gone there and he like said, oh yeah, I'm up. And I had gone out, like trusted him. And at some point I was like, I'm not going to tell him anymore to get up. And he slept through everything until he just like woke up. And I think I don't know if it was the intercom that woke him up.
Mm-hmm.
And he woke up and he was like, And I was like, I told you to wake up like 5 times. I wasn't going to wake you up like the 6th time.
And I would even say more than 5.
Yeah, and he just like put like,
pants.
Yeah, probably Fair's uniform, and just ran out the door. I mean, nothing. Like, didn't brush his teeth, didn't like brush his hair. He must have been a mess. But I was like, yeah, dude, this is all you. This is all on you. Like, you have to deal with that today. Like, you have to deal with your stink and your unwillingness to wake up today. But I'm not going to do this every single day. And I think it worked because that was in the old apartment. Was it in the old apartment or was it here?
No, here.
I think it was just when we moved here.
No, maybe a little bit more because when we moved, it was pandemic.
Yeah.
So, no, because I remember that. And I remember you told me. Because I remember that time you were telling him super nice. And then you were like a little bit more angry. Like, Samu, I'm being like serious. You have to wake up. And then I remember the intercom. And like the rush of everything.
Yeah. So I wish I could say, I think it got better for the next couple of days. Maybe a couple of weeks. And then it's quickly forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah, it was better for the rest of the week.
Maybe.
And this happened a Friday. I'm joking, but Gabe Brand said, one of my teachers always said, class starts at 10. That doesn't mean get here at 10. That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
Because I think that sometimes what happens is that people think like, oh, I have to be ready at 10.
No.
And it's like, no, you have to be there at 10.
Yeah, I'm probably sounding like, old fartish.
No.
But that's just me. That's always been me. I was brought up like this. My mother is like that.
No, I have to say I was terrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm still a bit of a mess, but I don't like people like plantándome. How do I say that?
Standing me up.
Standing me up. So I mean, now that I'm a grown up, I know that's not cool, so I don't do it to other people. I think that when I was a kid, I was like, yeah. Because I don't like when people just don't mind about my time. Like they think they can waste my time as they want.
Yeah, that's not
That's
cool.
not cool. That's for me. That's irrespectful, disrespectful.
Yeah. It's
I
just
did
it's
the Colombian Spanish.
irrespetuoso.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's just not. It's not something that you have the right to decide for other people. It's like,
Exactly.
oh, dude, I have time, so then you have time. No, 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 no. Anyways, we've talked too much about that.
Jay Murillo said, "If you're on time, you're late."
There you go.
Margot said, "Hi to Margot."
Hi to Margo, yeah.
Entonces.
Entonces.
So maybe I have to say it in English.
Yeah, or like a Spanglish.
O, no, buenas Margo, no.
Buenas, Margo.
Suena más como serio.
¿Serio decir buenas? No.
Buenas Margo.
No, no, no.
Sí. Cody Winnicky said, "Being late to anything stresses me out so bad. Even stuff that's not important. If I say I'm going to be somewhere a certain time, I have to get there." Bernadette Neff said, "My daughter's symphony conductor always said, early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable."
Yes.
That's perfect, yeah.
And by the way, just to close this up, it wasn't like 15 minutes late. It was an hour and a half later, and he wasn't there.
And then he wrote like an hour and a half after that. No, yeah.
No, an hour and a half after the time
After
that we were
that-
going to meet. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So half an hour after you left, he sent a voice note like, "I'm getting there, I'm sorry." So
Yeah, no. There was no chance in hell that I was going to be there.
yeah. Mai said, "Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well." Hi Mai. And Mai said, "I remember trying to wake my brother once when we were both much younger, and he kicked me into the dresser."
There's people that don't like to be woken up.
Yeah. Samu, maybe. He's not good.
Yeah.
I was like that in school. I was like, and you know what's the bad thing with me when I was in school? I've told you about this, but I remember one day that my mom was super pissed because I was in the shower
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "It's like she's taking a lot in the shower. What's going on?" So she started saying like, "Danny, you have to get out. Danny, Daniela, Daniela." And she went for the keys of the bathroom.
Oh, nice.
She opened the bathroom.
She went mother on you.
No, but this is terrible. And I was terrible. I know that was terrible with the environment. I don't know what happened. But she opened and I was sleeping
Oh, perfect.
in the floor of the ducha.
Yeah, on the tile floor.
On
Yeah,
the
on
tile
tiles.
floor. But
Yeah.
with the water running.
Yeah, I
Like-
think that's Samu. I'm
No, and
100% sure
yeah.
that he's done that.
Yeah, and I was maybe, I don't know how old I was, maybe 12. And she was so mad. I remember she was so mad. She was like, "Danny," and I just opened my eyes and I'm like, "Where am I?"
Yeah, present. Present.
Yeah. And I have to say
Yeah.
that helped me a lot. Like I was trying to like be more mindful that I couldn't just like sit in the shower because
Yeah.
I would fall asleep. So, yeah. Leah said, "Is Samu a night person? It could be a sleep disorder. I have that."
Yeah, I would say
He's
yes.
more of a night person, yeah.
I would say yes. Like he'll spend till late night, and we have to stop. Like we have to tell him to stop, but he'll be playing till late with his friends. Like he'll be playing FIFA or whatever they're playing. Like till super late, and we are the ones who have to tell him like, "Samu, like this is an apartment. This isn't like a big house where your room is just." Separate, and you can you can go to bed whenever you want. Like there's other people here. Like you have to be mindful of that. That doesn't make him stop playing. That just makes him like try to hide it better.
But it's also cute because he sometimes forgets that he's trying to hide that.
Yeah.
So you tell him to stop, and then there's like silence, and then it's like no, like a hard scream, and you're like Samu.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Robin said, with my ex, we'd be 45 minutes away, but due in 15, and I'd be in frenzy about it. He used to ask me why I was so worked up. It wasn't like anyone knew we were late yet.
So I'm the sort of person that, like, if friends are like, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I don't want to hit the...
Yeah, you don't have to.
No,
You don't have to hit the printer.
Yeah, no, I know, but maybe we should move it to the other side.
Okay, I'll move it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I was saying that with my friends, when they would do like a dinner / whatever thing or party thing, they'd be like, yeah, it starts at 9, or, hey, it starts. Yeah. It's like you can get there at 9. I would be the person that would show up actually at the time that they would say.
Oh, no, to a party I wouldn't.
Yeah. And then I remember times where I would show up and they would be like, maybe like my friend's partner was there or something. And they were like, yeah, he's not here yet, but you can come in, I guess.
No, but to a party, I think it's different. Because at least I remember that I was told that if a party was like at 8,
yeah,
you should get about 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Like, at least that's what I remember. But sometimes I was early because I helped my friends like arrange the things if it was in a house. But to a place, no, I wouldn't like to be the first one.
Yeah, no, I would be that first one, and it was pathetic. But but
nowadays I wouldn't mind.
Oh, I wouldn't care either. But if I have to be honest, like, I think that has to do with like if I was throwing a party, I would always think nobody's going to show up. Nobody. Like, I'm the, worst person in this planet. Nobody likes me. Nobody's going to show up. So when that first person shows up, you're like, hell yeah. At least, it's one person. I mean, it's still going to be pathetic if there's only one person.
But it's not as bad.
But it's not being alone when you want it to be with, a lot of people. So maybe I can be that person for... I know other people don't care about these things. But for me, it was like, okay, but at least I'm here.
And were you a party giver? Like, did you like the hosting?
No, because I was always horrified that nobody would show up.
Yeah, I never hosted. I just remember one time when it was my 15th birthday.
Yeah. Quinceañera.
Yeah, because it's important here. No, was it 15? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. And I invited... Kakeiro is here. I don't know if Kakeiro remembers that. But I invited my family. And so there was like my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins.
Okay, it's a family thing.
It was like a family thing. Yeah, and then my mom was like,
nobody
hey,
in your family showed up?
No.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
My grandfather didn't show up.
Because he thought
it was lame.
No. And I remember my mom told me like, hey, but you could tell some friends if you want. Like, maybe your best friends, and that would be cool. I mean, if you're okay with them being here with the family. And I was like, yeah, maybe I could tell maybe some friends. So I remember I invited 2 girlfriends and 2 boyfriends.
Yeah.
And my sister invited a friend of hers that had a sister that was friends of mine. So we were like 6 people.
Okay,
that was it.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's
no. That was like a get together.
Yeah,
it was
that's
not
already
a party.
that's already like if people talk, that's like people talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom was like, you could be in the living room and we're gonna be in the dining room because they're like in a big room. So they're not like separated in different rooms. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine with it. And then I remember a friend called and he was like, hey, I'm in your building.
Yeah.
I wanted to say hi. And I was like, oh, yeah, come in. I mean, we have cake. If you want, come in.
Come in. We have cake.
And then he entered with like
No
three
context
friends.
for that.
And I was like, oh, no. Because, I mean, we had a cake just for the family.
Yeah.
So then the slices were like tiny slices.
Yeah.
Then I remember a friend was like, hey, my sister is going to pick me up, but she's asking if she can wait here for a bit. And then we would go in the car, but is it okay? And I was like, yeah, okay. But that wasn't what I wanted. And that friend came with like two friends more.
Oh.
And then
Proper party then.
but they were like the friends of the friends of the sister of my friend.
Well, in a proper
So
party,
people
people don't know who is showing up.
Leah said 2 boyfriends. Danny is a player. No, never. 2 male friends.
There we
and
go.
2 female friends.
Or 4 friends.
Or 4 friends, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just like trying to think who I invited.
Yeah.
So I just, yeah.
It's very common for us to say dos amigas, dos amigos.
Yeah.
Like to differentiate, that it's super common. It's not bad. There's nothing weird.
No, and I was like trying to remember. So they were like coming to my mind. So that's what I said. But then people started coming and coming and coming. And I was like, what is
that
happening?
sounds like a weird party.
No, ay, Nicolas. And I remember my family, they were like, okay, we're leaving. Bye, Danny. And they just left. And then it was like full. I don't know what happened because there wasn't even like nothing for people to be there. It wasn't like music for people. And I was like,
that's enough.
this is terrible because somehow, I don't know how, but I'm throwing a party and it's going to be the lamest party ever because I had nothing prepared because I didn't want a party. But at the end, I remember because that day was toque de queda.
Okay, so yeah, so people had to go. People couldn't be in the streets. They wouldn't sell alcohol.
Yeah, and young people couldn't be out. Maybe it was when I turned 16.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. But I remember that...
you remember a lot of this.
No, because it was traumatic for me.
Oh, okay. Traumatic
and my
party.
my mom was like, Danny, I don't know what you're going to do, but we are in toque de queda, and there are like about 15 people in the street. So you tell them to come up, or you tell them to go, and I was like, no, let them go. I didn't even invite them, because I didn't even knew them.
Yeah, you're not you can't be responsible for people in the
Yeah,
street.
I was like, Mom, because you know my mom. She's like, hey, welcome everyone. We love you all. And she was like getting food for everyone. And I was like, no, Mom, don't be that inviting, because like they're taking that for a word. And they're just like
they're calling
super
other people.
comfortable here. Yeah, because they started calling people
Yeah, of course.
that were older. So I knew them from my school, but I didn't even talk to them. They were like, hey, I think they didn't even knew my name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that was a thing.
That was a part. You threw a proper party.
No. And
Well, you didn't throw a proper party.
No, and I told my mom,
people
like...
chose to make a party out of your
Yeah.
reunion.
Oh, and I remember a friend called me and he was like, hey, you're throwing a party. Like, no, I'm not throwing anything. Like, why is people showing up? He was like, no, but they invited me. And I was like, who invited who? Like, there's no party. So I told my mom, like, Mom, I don't want to have a party. So I'm just going to put the music super low. So people just get bored and they go. Because I'm telling you, and this is like, for real, there wasn't music. People were just like talking and laughing and just like standing there.
It's a
Because
good party.
the room was like packed.
Yeah.
They were not dancing, no, but yeah, I have that memory. It was a thing. It was funny.
No, that
But yeah,
never
after
happened to
that-
me. I would go to other places. Eventually, I became more social, less, kind of shy. And yeah, I would go to places like that. And it was the same thing. I mean, it's what you see on TV. It's like a cliche. But just people talking like, oh, where are you? No, we're in this, and they would just give you an address. And then it's like, yeah, there's food. Show up.
Yeah.
Because that's all that we would do. We would show up. And, of course, there was something to drink. or parents would be like happy. Sometimes, many times, parents would be like super happy that people would show up, and they would be like, "Oh no, stay. Here's something to eat. Let's crack open that bottle of whatever,
But
vodka,
you know what?
rum."
I remember that the older people of my school,
Yeah,
like they were in the age that they could drink,
yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, and do you have like something to drink?" And I was like, "No." It's my 15th birthday, and I was having a reunion with my grandparents, so no. I have Pepsi and Coca-Cola if you want.
Yeah, that just meant that they had to buy stuff out.
No, because it was toque de
Oh,
queda.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's why I remember that. And I
Yeah,
remember
they just
my
meant that
mom-
they had to call somebody to bring something from their home and bring it to your house.
Yeah, no, that was a thing. Yeah, I would love to ask my mom about that, like how she remembers that.
That was more my younger sister. I remember her. Was it
Luisa?
her? No, Tacha.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was her 15th or 6th. She threw a party, and they stole like my mother's silverware. They
But
were
she
stealing
did-
everything.
She did like a party.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people. But yeah, they were stealing stuff. So that's how you know it's a party. When just strangers decide to like, let's steal the spoons. You know, okay.
No, but what a terrible crowd she invited.
Yeah, no, but that my
Yeah,
friends
no.
would be. My friends would be like that. They would steal
Why?
food from the fridge.
I would be
They
so
would take
pissed.
the toilet paper and put it in the tank of the
No.
toilet. Yeah,
No, not my friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was school.
Leah said, "What is that? Why couldn't they buy alcohol? Because here in Colombia, sometimes,
For
maybe
example,
if
before
it's near elections, yeah, that's
before
what I was gonna say.
elections,
You can't buy alcohol.
yeah, they'll
From
tell.
there's like a time frame,
Yeah,
so they say maybe from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. you can't
like a
buy
curfew.
alcohol. Yeah,
Yeah.
so places can't sell alcohol, and in that time, usually, I don't know if nowadays it's like that, but I remember in that specific day, minors weren't allowed alone in the streets after past an hour. Yeah, Leach said curfew. So, yeah.
curfew. Yeah. Yeah,
So
sadly,
that's why my
sadly,
mom was.
that's a thing. I mean, it doesn't happen regularly, but it has happened in Colombia. So you'll get the same sort of thing when there's a bunch of riots in the U.S. And it's not a state of, what do you call that?
Alert?
State of emergency, maybe.
I don't know.
forget. It's not the same. It's not quite
No,
as
'cause-
dramatic. It can be.
No,
It
because
can be.
in this, I mean, nothing terrible happened. It was just because there were like elections.
Right.
So- But yeah, but I remember my mom was terrified because she was like, "There's not like one minor alone. There's like 15 minors alone in the street
Yeah, but
because they
she's,
can't get in." Because I was telling the
let the minors in.
no, because I was telling the how do I say celador?
The I don't know.
Doorman?
Doorman. Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling the doorman like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but don't let them in."
It sounds super bougie because only like super, super, super fancy buildings usually have door people. But here in Colombia,
It's super
it's
usual.
Yeah. It's super, super common. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter like what areas of the city you're in. There's jobs here. Like everyone works at everything. So there's always a doorman, usually a doorman in like condos and buildings, and or even in like a bunch of houses that are together. So yeah, it's common here.
Yeah. So, that story took me.
Yeah, that was like 2
Quite a
hours.
bit,
But
yeah.
it's good that you were talking, and I'm letting as always,
You're not listening.
I'm well, no, I'm
I'm
letting
joking.
the raw umber kind of dry a little bit, or get us not dry. This is not going to be touch dry, but I'm letting it just kind of sit here for a little bit so it can be as tacky as it can be.
Cody Winnicky said, "I have heard it's an Italian thing to always have a cake around the house just in case you have guests. You always have to be prepared to offer cake. Haha. Maybe someone here can tell me if that's true.
Oh,
but could you imagine like having cake? It's like no one has shown up. We have to eat the cake.
We have to eat it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting like old.
Right. Yeah. Because if nobody shows up, you have to throw a ton of cake out.
Yeah. Or if it's like, I mean, people arrived and we have cake, but I think it's from last year.
Yeah.
So, what do you do there?
Well, people are not going to stay there for a while then.
Lapis exilis, so Shade.
Yeah.
Hi, Shade. Shade said, hello, everyone. Love this painting so far. It's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Good to see you again, Shade, over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carlos Insignares dice que chévere.
Chévere,
no sé si
que
la
chévere.
fiesta o
Sí.
la pintura. Gino da Twin or Gino da Twin.
They can help us out with the pronunciation.
Said, hi, Nicolas and Danny.
Hey.
Hi, how are you? Gyu said, to a party, even if I arrive early, I walk around the block for a bit so I wouldn't be the first one there.
Oh, I'm always the lame first one. Always.
No, and if I'm there, I would just go in.
I would always be the person that ends up talking to the mother when I was younger. Talk to the father. I'm always like, what do you guys need? Where do you need me? Like, do you need me to cut food? Do you need me to set the table? Do you need me to go buy some plastic cups to the store, to the corner store? Like, what do you need me? What do you need me? So moms would usually really like me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, so nice.
I remember when I was older, I was maybe in senior year, and I had a friend that had a super cool house, like a super big house, and she used to throw a lot of parties, and their parents were like super into her throwing parties.
Yeah.
So they prepared everything in the house for the party. The house had like the living room, and then it had like a room where they had things for exercising, and they would put all the sofa.
They cleared everything up.
Everything, so we could dance.
Oh, there we go.
So they were like super, super cool with that. And I remember I always arrived early, and I helped the mom with everything. And she was loving every moment of it. Like sometimes she even went downstairs. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, look at fidgety here.
She went downstairs to like talk for a bit, maybe at 2 a.m. just to see how everything was going.
Oh, she wanted to be in the party.
Yeah, she was super nice. I remember that.
Parents were usually that way. Also, when I was there, they were like, okay, we're all drinking. A little creepy nowadays, I would say, but...
Callum said, sounds like Scotland. You cannot buy alcohol until 11 a.m. every day.
Yeah, and for example, there's places that won't sell you alcohol if they're at a certain distance from institutions, from educational institutions. They won't sell you alcohol.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Until certain hours.
But I'm curious because Callum said until 11 a.m., but I want to know like the time frame. Like from what time to 11? Because they're saying you cannot buy alcohol until 11 a.m.
Yeah. But so that's the earliest that they'll sell you.
Yeah, but
that's
from
why I
12
understand.
p.m. or from the night before? Because I think that here it's since early in the night before. And that's what's super complicated.
Curfews.
Yeah, because I was going to say that's why it's super complicated. Because if you're going to have a party, it starts maybe at 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
I'm going to be there at 6 and 7.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that I'm going to be early.
So you cannot buy anything for the party. So people just don't go out.
Or they buy it like super early beforehand.
Yeah, but if it's just from 12 to 11,
yeah,
like it would be fine.
No, I
Here.
don't know if he was talking about curfews. I think he's talking just, that there's places that won't sell you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I understood it differently, but that there's just places that won't sell you until 11 a.m.
No, I know that. I think I think we're like lost in translation, but Callum said from open till 11 a.m. So like a supermarket doesn't start selling alcohol until 11 a.m.
Yeah, that's how I understood it. Yeah.
Mm, Royal Drawing dice hola, aquí de nuevo. Qué
Hola.
chévere que estén de nuevo acá.
Hola.
Yosfra Bandarian said hi.
Hey.
Hi, how are you? Lich, I was gonna say like Lich.
Lichte.
Lich said,
Lich, tenemos que hablar de la pintura.
Me
Qué pena,
asustaste.
no, es que ya me acordé. Sí, escríbame ahorita y cuadramos.
Lich said, it still happens in small towns close to us, like Cajica and Chia, and we currently have a safety policy going on, and people can have meetings on the street after 9 p.m. Can or can't? I think it was can't. But yeah, I remember that even near the place where I worked, in front of that grocery store, I think you know what I'm.
Caruglia?
Yeah, Caruglia. There was like a place, like a plazoleta,
Mm-hmm.
and people couldn't sit there to drink. But that never happened. I mean, people always sit there to drink. So, Panos Caradimos said, "Could you suggest any like traditional / classic Colombian singer / band?"
Ooh, tough thing would be determining traditional /
Yeah.
classical singer. Like, I don't know if they like, are you looking for like, music from the 1940s, 50s, something like that? Something that sounds like super old? Because there is like música colombiana. Like, he could listen to like Lucho Bermudez. That would be like super easy. But that's like from the coast. Or you could listen to boleros like Jorge Villamil, Garzón y Collazos. But I think those were off the top of my head. But yeah, I would say for somebody who's never listened to like Colombian music, and if they want something that's more, Lucho Bermudez would be nice for somebody who wants to listen to something that's a little more from the coast.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, maybe, from the, I guess northern regions of Colombia.
Yeah, maybe. But I would be interested in knowing.
Like, I don't know what they're looking for. Or maybe they don't know what they're looking for and they're just curious.
Because also there were a lot of there are a lot of kind of more newer.
Yeah, but he said like classical.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going for that.
But it's a traditional / classical. That's why I thought that maybe like
but
traditional music can be done nowadays.
Yeah.
Not classical, but
yeah.
So let's see. Liad was asking,
Yes.
Nicolas,
Yes.
how's your Elden Ring adventure going?
Oh, I had to like stop because of the workshop. So I mean, all I know, because yesterday I played for like maybe 40 minutes or like half an hour. No, a little bit more. But I'm like 86 hours in. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that there is so much of that map that I haven't even like been aware of, that it's ridiculous. But I beat Radon. I thought it was like honestly, he's such a cool character. I want to play that game again, to fight him again and to pay attention, because I think I was a bit over leveled, if I have to be honest, and I think they nerfed him, so I beat him kind of easily. It's kind of sad. I think he got stuck, like in a place. Maybe I just cheesed him a little bit without knowing, but I was just in a perfect place, like, you know, underneath that poor tiny horse, and I was just like, I had my two uchis, and I was just swinging away, and it was like super simple. So I don't know. It was not underwhelming because it was very, very cool. The build up to that fight is super, super cool. But yeah, so after that, what did I do yesterday? You know, yesterday was the first time that I got the elevator to work. You know, that big elevator that you have to have the two medallions. I got that to work, and I got so I'm investigating that part of the map. And what did I do? Oh, there were two. You have to, like, I bolted because it's super scary. But you have to go through. I saw the little map icon on the unknown part of the map. I saw where the little obelisk thing with the map was, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna jet over there. I'm gonna book it, and I'm gonna grab that map just to see what that map looks like. But I had to like ride past two tree sentinels. I was like, yeah, no, those are gonna beat the crap out of me. So I ran past them, and I got the map, and then I had to stop playing. But what did I beat? Oh, there's like a rhino. There's like a black and white kind of crystally rhino that was in like a little mining thing. That he's like a smaller boss, and they're so much easy because the one in the mines, I'm being super lame now talking about the game, but I had beat one that was in the mines before that was super tough, but this one, it was easier because I could be in on horseback, and it just made the fight like super, super easy. I mean, it took a little bit, but it was super easy. So I beat that thing. I don't even remember what it gave me. A bunch of stuff. I remember. And then, yeah, then I got the map, and then I was like, okay, that's it. I can't do this anymore because this is, you know, if I keep going, it's going to be 8 hours later. But yeah, I saw 86 hours in, yeah. 86 hours in. Whew. And I'm level, I think I do like a level an hour. So I think I'm level 85, and I'm 86 hours in. And that was the Elden Ring minute.
No, people are talking about that. I was gonna read. Let's see. Marcelo Peralta said, nice, Nicolas. I'm about 65 hours in Elden Ring. Was using dual uchis.
Yeah.
But just got a magic katana.
Oh, dude, I haven't gotten that. I have the blood fang. Is it? Blood fang. Leech, help me out.
Acá está. Ahí estaba comentando, pero no sé.
Yeah, because Leech already beat Elden Ring. So, no, I had the blood fang, the curved sword that's like super heavy, but I have like a +6 on that one. So that one hits like a truck, for at least for the level that I'm at. It's pretty good. I have that one. And yeah, so I'm either doing dual, or I have my blood fang. Blood fang, is it? I forget what it was called. I think it is, maybe. And that's about it. But those are my weapons. Like, I don't use anything else. Oh, and bow and arrow. And my uchis are like +14 and +11, maybe. That sounds right.
Liet said they nerfed him, but then buffed him, so it depends on when you beat him.
So I beat him right before we left, so 2 weeks ago. So I think I read that. I think that they had nerfed him, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is so lame." And then a couple of days later, another update. They were like, "No, it's better now." And I think I got the better version of him, but I think I just, for some reason, I kind of just cheesed him. You know, I just happened to be in a spot where it was super difficult for him. Like, he beat the crap out of me trying to get to him. Like, those freaking things he was throwing at me, oh my God. But as soon as I got to him, it wasn't super bad. And then he did the thing where he jumps up and he fires like meteor, like, I don't know, whatever. Oh, is it the bow and arrow? Because I actually got the his two weapons. But yeah. But it was cool. I mean, it's such a cool design that it's awesome. But yeah, I just hoped like it was. I wanted to have like a little, like a more of an epic moment, and I didn't. So
Leech said the Bloodhound Fang.
Bloodhound
the
Fang.
Curved one.
Yes, that's the one. That's a good weapon too.
Leech said, did you know Radan loved so much his horse that he learned gravity magic just to be able to ride him without crushing it?
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't. But I mean, the horse is feeling something. That poor horse is just, you're putting him out of his misery.
Your mom said, great light in this painting. Amazing. Congratulations.
Gracias, Olguita.
Oh, we have Benoit here.
Oh, Benoit.
Benoit said, hello, both of you. Really happy to see you since Menorca Pulsar.
Yeah, very happy to see you too, Benoit.
To listen to you. No, to read you.
Hear from you.
Yeah, to hear from you. Exactly. How was the trip back home?
Very good, very good.
No, I'm asking Benoit.
Very good. Very good.
Nicolas.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same trip you did, so I don't even know why you answered. But
Very good.
I'm laughing and I'm moving with my leg the table. I'm sorry. Royal Drawing pregunta, ¿qué desayunan normalmente?
No, yo soy pésimo con eso porque me gusta, yo como mucho pan, me encanta el pan, entonces me como un sanduchito.
Es que el desayuno para Nicolás es súper como lo más importante.
Sí,
Porque
yo creo que es la comida que más disfruto, sí.
Yo no desayuno. Sí. A
Sí.
veces me tomo un matcha. A veces...
A veces no.
A veces cuando hay cereal del rico de Samu y Fer,
Sí.
me antojo un poquito. Pero normalmente no desayuno. O sea, me tomo un té matcha, como en latte, pero grandecito. Y ya. Y me lo tomo, la verdad, porque tengo que tomarme como unas vitaminas y unas cosas. Entonces, si no, yo creo que
¿Excusa
no.
perfecta?
Sí, yo creo que si no, de pronto tomaría un poquito de agua y ya. No sé, porque a mí nunca me ha dado hambre en la mañana.
No, para mí la vida es una desgracia si uno no desayuna.
No, para mí
Sí,
no.
no se merece ser vivida la vida.
Sí, para mí
Yo
sí.
sé que hay gente que por salud, bueno, esto es como nuevo, pero por salud es como no
Pero
desayuno.
yo ni lo hacía por salud.
No,
Lo
yo
que
sé.
yo te decía, o sea,
No,
yo
sé.
toda la vida lo hice. E incluso mi mamá era como, no, te vas a enfermar, eso es
Es
malísimo.
pésimo.
Y no. Me acuerdo, tuve una época terrible, creo que ya he contado esto, en el colegio, que desayunaba Oreos con leche. Pero entonces pues no era una bolsita de Oreo, sino por ahí como 5 bolsitas de Oreo con leche. Entonces, sí. Pues entre eso y no desayunar, yo creo que es más sano no desayunar.
Sí, un poco de pronto.
Sí,
Sí, pero yo no concibo la vida, no
sin
sé.
desayuno.
Ese es como, a mí se me hace que es como un trend, que es como trendy. No digo lo que tú estés haciendo, sino
No, pues no importa.
que
o sea,
digo que es
yo
como
no.
trendy el ayunar. O de pronto habrá gente que dice, no, trendy es pensar que uno necesita desayunar. No sé, pero yo creo que uno desayunando no le hace daño a nadie.
No,
O
pero yo
sea,
creo que uno puede disfrutar lo que quiera. O sea, a mí por la tarde, noche me da más hambre que a ti. Por ejemplo, tú te puedes tomar un té y ya.
sí,
A mí me pasa eso, pero por la mañana. O sea, yo en la mañana no, es que no me da hambre.
sí, curioso.
Entonces,
Yo ahí sí, toda mi vida he sentido que si no desayuno, como que de pronto no hay mucha energía para hacer el resto del día. Entonces, como que es el
yo,
comienzo
sí,
necesario del día.
yo es que nunca tengo energía, entonces, pues,
También es que por mucho momento de tu vida tú no te levantabas tan temprano, entonces tú podías como levantarte a almorzar.
sí.
O sea, a ti tú eras como, ah, ya es hora de
Mm,
almorzar.
pero te digo que eso es distinto. O sea, cuando yo me levantaba tarde, pues uno se levanta y es distinto como decir, ay, me levanto, espero 2 horas y como algo, a decir, me levanto y espero 5 horas, 6 horas o hasta 7 horas sin comer algo y luego sí como, porque
No,
pues
yo
a uno
sé,
no le da hambre dormido.
no, yo sé, pero a lo que me refería es que tú te podías levantar y como la idea, o sea, tú no asociabas la idea de comer con haberte levantado, la idea de desayunar con haberte
No, pero es
levantado.
que no importa porque lo que estoy cambiando ahí en la ecuación es desayunar por almorzar, o sea, comida. Que yo me
Exacto.
levante y yo quiera comida, no, es que nunca me pasa eso, ¿sí me entiendes? Yo me levanto y necesito que pasen algunas horas para que mi cuerpo me pida comida.
Uy, sí, no,
Entonces no
no.
importa si me levanté temprano o tarde, pero no.
Yo sí me paso unos minutos, mi barriga ya es... O
Sí.
sea, me está diciendo que qué está pasando, que no sé, qué estamos haciendo.
Pero hoy, digamos, desayuné 2 circulitos de piña, 2 rodajas de piña y un té matcha. Grandísimo.
Sí, eso suena súper saludable.
¿Sí?
Sí.
No, porque le echo un creamer que tiene azúcar, bastante, y leche de almendras de vainilla.
Ah, bueno, ya no.
Em, a ver, miremos. Eh, Alejandro Morales said, hello. Ah, no. Hola, Ani Nicolás. Welcome back, dudes. Dudes.
Oh, right. He picked that right up from where we left off.
Yeah. Hola, Alejandro. How are you? And Alejandro said, cumbia.
Sí.
And Alejandro said, how was the workshop? Awesome. I think our time there was awesome.
Yeah. Couldn't have asked for a better group, for better hosts, for a better place.
For better cows, for better
Yeah, a
pool.
little bit chilly in the beginning, weather, but we all got used to it, I feel.
Mm, Lich decía Nelson Piñedo. Y Panaos Caradimo said, I'm reading Cien Años de Soledad and I would really want to know more about Colombia, so I want more traditional,
Okay, so
like the most famous Colombian singers.
Lucho Bermúdez. No? I think that's an easy one.
Lich said, Andrés Landero for all the best cumbia lyrics. But I do think that there's a lot of different
The
music
thing is,
they can listen
depending on the
to.
region, you're gonna get tons of different music, tons and tons of different music, because it could be bambucos, for example. That would be super nice if you
Hmm.
would just listen to bambuco,
Mhm.
because that's ours. That's I don't know if there's other countries that do bambuco. I don't think so.
Colombia y Venezuela, dice.
See?
Es un género musical tradicional andino de Colombia y Venezuela.
Well, we were the
Eh,
same country, so
yeah.
yeah.
Quiero mirar. Sí. Es que busqué géneros musicales colombianos, como que solo sean de acá, pero no me parece.
Bambucos,
Mm,
guabinas,
eh, Mapale.
también.
Mm, a ver qué dice acá. Acá dice la cumbia, el bullerengue, el
Mm,
mapalé, el
ujú.
merengue, el paseo, el porro, la puya,
Porros.
la zafra, el son y el vallenato. Son algunos de los más representantes de esta región. Currulao, dice Lich. Muy
También.
bien, Lich.
Y para que sea un buen soundtrack de 100 años de soledad.
Sí.
Lich, hágale una playlist, por favor, al señor para 100 años de soledad.
Al señor.
Al señor griego.
Let's see. Shade said, so Lapis Exilis, so Shade,
Yeah.
said, I'm missing you so much, guys. Danny, that quote unquote party sounds like a total nightmare, haha. Maybe it's wise to keep a year-old cake just in case. That would have been perfect.
To get people out, yeah.
To get people out, yeah. Like, yeah, we have cake.
Great.
It's a
petrified
petrified tuna cake.
tuna cake.
To make it worse. So, Marcelo Peralta said, my wife, as a small kid, was scared of no one showing up to her parties. She would cry bitter tears of sorrow until the first guest arrived.
That would be
And
me.
then she would do a 180 and get super happy. To this day, she hates to wait for the first guest to show up. Yeah, because as you were saying, I mean, if one person shows up,
Great.
it's like, yes, I'm not alone. Like, it's not just going to be me.
Yeah.
At least I can have like a conversation with someone else.
Yeah. Although, now you have witnesses. Like, if nobody else showed up, like, there's one person in this world that knows how lame you are. Now it's not just you putting pressure on yourself.
No, but I think that sometimes the person that arrives early is like a very close friend or
Yeah.
good friend, no? Like a nice person to talk with if no one comes, no?
Yeah. And you're hoping that they don't leave early.
Yeah, maybe
It's
they're like,
oh, no, yeah, we're going to leave. Yeah.
never mind. Gino, Datuan, now I say Datuan, Datuin, I don't know,
Mm?
said,
Mm.
what music artist are you listening to a lot of right now?
I don't. The thing is, at the risk of sounding like music is not a thing in my life, because in many ways it is, but in many ways it's not. I don't know. Like, I don't. No, it's not a thing that I do. I know that there's like a lot of people that can't imagine their lives like without having like a soundtrack, and they're super happy when they see like their Spotify, this is the artist that you were listening to, or a lot of people go like, right now I'm listening to this. Oh, if you would tell me like, if you could go to a deserted island and there's no music, can you live through that? And I would be like, oh yeah. Me personally, I would be like, yeah, sure. It's
I think your trouble would be the island.
yeah.
The
Mosquitoes.
deserted island,
Yeah,
not
mosquitoes
the
killing me.
music part. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I'm hopefully people don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that music is not important. Music is, painting. What painting is to me, music is to many, people in this world.
And you really enjoy music. The
Yeah,
thing is
yeah,
that
yeah.
you're more of a podcast listener.
Yeah,
Or like a silence
Yeah.
appreciator.
yes. So I used to listen to music every single time I painted. And now I could just listen to like birds and people yelling at, outside in the street and
Yelling
like cars.
at each other.
Yeah. And like cars going by, and I don't know. That became
Super
that is
calming.
that is becoming the soundtrack of like my life. So again, at the risk of sounding super lame, and maybe that's why nobody showed up to my parties. It's like, oh, what are we doing? We're gonna listen to the dump truck, just getting some garbage. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm kind of different that way. But maybe you can tell us what you're listening to.
Me?
Or the person that
Ah.
asked the question.
No.
Maybe they
'Cause
can tell
me,
us.
I mean, 2 days ago, I think
Yeah.
that you were doing the shippings.
Yeah, deliveries. Yeah.
Yeah. I had my headphones,
Yeah.
and I don't know why my Spotify started like with super memory lane
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
So I was like listening to Backstreet Boys
Yeah.
and Natalia Imbruglia and all that thing. So not super loved by a lot of people. Not as cool as an answer as maybe they were expecting.
Oh,
but
I think music is one of those things that nobody's allowed to like mess with other people's
but
music.
you know what's the thing? I think that that's like the topic where people are more judgy sometimes. It's like, oh, do you listen to that? It's like, yes,
Yeah.
I do.
What do you get? Like, what do you get? You're not
Yeah.
listening to it. You don't have to go through that. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't worry about me.
Roslyn was saying, 1 year for my son's 10th birthday, I did a Mission Impossible themed birthday. I involved local business and stores and had the kids do a scavenger hunt.
Oh my God! But
A group?
what is this?
This sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
but this is a production.
yeah.
I'm
Group,
imagining like 10-year-olds just hanging from the ceiling, like,
From the
hovering over the
ceiling?
board. Yeah, it's a very Mission Impossible joke, but
A group, 20 boys, were running all over town. The mission was to save, quote unquote, his sister, who was at the part waiting with the cake. It was fun. It sounds super cool. I mean, I think your son was like super grateful with you for doing that. Because that needs a lot of preparation.
yeah.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah, I hope the kids were appreciative. Because that's the sort of thing that maybe like parents take 4 weeks in preparing something, and the kids showed up, and half an hour into it, they were like, "Oh my God, this is so
No,
lame.
but 10-year-old.
This is so
10 years
lame."
old.
Oh, 10-year-olds can be mean.
I fed is 10-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10-year-olds
they
can be so mean.
Yeah. Ay, Fer,
Um,
viene.
yeah, I think in a little bit.
Entonces la voy a prender. Pensé que hoy no. Pensé que hoy había.
No, it's Thursday.
Let's see. Elijah was saying,
Yeah.
was curious.
Okay.
When did you feel ready to start teaching art to people? Does it feel simpler to do the more you've taught? Or is it often very difficult?
So I know that I wasn't ready when I thought I was ready, if that's a good way of answering. I started at the university when I was 29, which is very young, I feel. I think after me, I think there has been younger teachers at the university, I think for sure. I can think of a couple that were younger than my starting age, for sure. But for me personally, I thought I was a little too young to be
Teaching.
teaching people like in their 20s. Like people starting at 18, but eventually you also see them like at 21. And I remember feeling like, I'm not ready. But the thing is, you're not going to be ready. Like if it's the first job you have and you're in your 40s, I mean, you're going to have to learn. There's no other way of learning than by doing it. And the things that you learn are like super cool things that have nothing to do with just teaching, but with knowing how to deal with teaching. Because one of the toughest things for me was thinking that I had like really good semesters at times, or what I would consider really good semesters, and I would define them as just students being super receptive and them being excited and producing like super cool things. And really bad ones were just like students were like, oh, this is super lame, I don't want to do anything, and I'm going to make crap. Um, and I always thought, oh, this is my fault. And the truth is, like, if you're doing a good job, like if you're doing your job properly, if you're doing your job responsibly, chances are it's not your fault. Like there's just going to be semesters like that. There's just going to be semesters that are super tough and people are not into it. And people, it's like cycles. Like there's going to be, maybe 2 semesters where just students have already decided that painting is lame, that they didn't want to paint, that this was something that they just have to do, they have to take, but it's not something that's cool. It's not something that's going to be beneficial to them in any way. So I had to learn how to not be super tough on myself when I had those semesters. And I think that's a very, very tough thing to teach yourself. I don't think that's like nobody can prepare you for those really, really hard semesters. So, yeah, and you grow more confident in what you're doing. I think art is one of those things that you can't teach as if it was like a master class. It's not about people being in an auditorium and, semester, after semester, you just, kind of spit out the same information because nothing has changed. No, you try to, even though there has to be consistency to what you teach because you have to answer to, certain requirements when you design a class. Even though there has to be consistency, there has to be, this thing that you do semester after semester. You also try to, in art, it's also super fun to know that different people with different expectations, with different, outlooks on painting and life and art, they're going to be taking your class. So you have to be super, super flexible, super, super flexible. And I think the more like monolithic you want to be, the harder it is to maintain kind of like that easiness when you teach. So, or at least recognizing the moments that you have to be flexible, and when to ask your students when to ask a lot of your students. So I think that you get better at that. I don't know if you get better at just simply relaying information. I think that's kind of like the easiest part. I think anyone who can do something fundamentally can kind of relay information, can show you how to paint, can tell you how to paint. But I don't think that that's teaching. I think teaching is far more complex than that.
Robin said, Rosalind, it sounds insane and chaotic, and I bet they loved it. Talking about the party.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. I obviously had never had anything even remotely close to that, and it sounds amazing.
And Rosalind said, Robin, I run into those kids now as adults, and they always bring up the party.
No way,
one
that's
mom
awesome.
Win. LOL. It sounds super cool.
I mean, we do like tiny scavenger hunts for Fer,
Yeah.
and I think that's like her dream world would be full of those.
Yeah, and
She
she's super
adores
sweet
those
because
things.
she did one for me for my birthday.
She did a really good
A
one.
very good one,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was super well designed, I thought.
Yeah. But I think I would be that type of person that could plan a party like that.
Oh, you would be super good at doing
Yeah.
that. Like, you would take it. I would be like, oh, you know what we should do? We could do this. And you would be like, I am taking this seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you would be, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right.
Yeah. I remember when we did the jetpack for Samu.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, oh, we could do it. And I was like, now I have like this pinned. We have to buy these materials.
Yeah.
We have to work on this. And it was amazing. It turned out amazing.
It was a good costume. And I
was a
think
very
we
good
both
costume.
worked, we both knew what we had to do. Like, you did the jetpack and I did the...
Flames. No.
No. You did...
I did
like,
the
we
flames.
both worked on the jetpack.
Yeah.
You did the flames and I did the pants.
Yeah.
And so I did the dumb kind of coarse,
No, not
heavy-handed
dumb.
stuff, which I can't mess up. and you did the fine, detail thing.
It was fun.
So that was super cool. Samu was like, I think Samu still remembers that as being like a really cool costume.
I don't know if nowadays he would use it, but
No, but
appreciated.
I remember that. I even think he got like super cool comments, which is like the coolest thing that you can get in school. Like, maybe you think you're lame and suddenly you show up in school and people are like, oh my God, that's awesome. And that's like, yeah, I'm cool.
Margo Delgado dice, ¿vieron la escultura de... Ay, no sé cómo se pronuncia.
Mándate. What? I don't even know what that is. Jaume? Jom?
Jom
Yeah, maybe.
o
Jaume?
Plensa
No, so
en
we're
la
lost.
Plaza de Colón en Madrid.
No, maybe we're lost.
Sí, no, Margo, no.
No la vimos.
Y dice, ¿y las de Antonio López en la estación de Atocha? No.
No fuimos a Atocha.
No fuimos a Atocha. Yo sé que la de la cara.
Las cabezotas de niños.
Sí. Pero sí, no las vimos.
Siempre hay cosas cuando uno va a sitios que uno dice, uy, vimos de todo. Y siempre es como, ay, ¿vieron tal cosa? No.
Sí. Pero es que yo creo que en una ciudad hay tanto que ver
Sí.
que uno no le alcanza nunca el tiempo.
Margo,
o sea, uno puede
se
ir...
nos pasó eso, pero podemos decir que lo que vimos fue súper chévere.
Sí.
Y estuvimos andando todos los días, entonces fue súper.
Iván estaba diciendo hace un rato, estaba en la trivia de cine de mi cuenta de escritor y prestó atención y justo están hablando de comida. Creo que estábamos hablando de la champaña y el pincho. No, eso fue mucho antes.
Pues, pero
qué
creo que
más
ese es el
estábamos
único
hablando?
momento donde dijimos comida.
¿De pronto?
Yo creo.
Iván dice, desayunar es importante. Desayunar. Iván dice, desayunar es importante según el ritmo de vida. A mí no se me despierta bien el corpus, este gigante sin meterle carbohidratos y proteína. Alejandro Morales said, I missed OPL and all its crew, Liad, Roslyn, Kurolich, Robin, Callum, etc. I missed you all. That's sweet. We miss you all too. A lot.
Alejandro with the shout outs to
Yeah.
to the locals.
To the crew, to the
Yeah.
locals. Leach said, but if no one shows up to the party, everyone knows that nobody went.
No, maybe they don't talk amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, oh, maybe they end up thinking like, oh, somebody's going to show up and it's okay.
Shade said, this seems like an unpopular opinion, but not listening to music for me results in better work. I was one of these must listen to music all of the time always, but I can't listen while painting and expect a good result. But I have to say, I mean, I think that works with you too.
Yes.
Not with YouTube, but with you too.
And not with the band U2 either.
Yeah. But I'm the type of person that, I mean, I could work without anything, but sometimes I work better if I have something like a podcast or something. Sometimes not music, because I get like super excited and start like singing and then I realize I'm not working. But I love listening to podcast when I work, because I think it's like you were saying some days ago, like it hits a sweet spot that you're like super focused on what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it goes like super smooth because you're also focused on the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
it's like this indirect sort of listening.
Yeah.
Like, you're listening, but you're not quite paying attention to it.
And the thing with me is that I'm paying attention. Like, I could tell you everything they talked about.
Oh, yeah. You could, like, what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's almost like another level of focusing.
Yeah,
I
like
feel.
in a zen zone. I feel like I'm in a line. I don't know how to explain it, but Jose Fails said, Good afternoon from Las Vegas. 73 degrees outside.
Oh, that's a nice temperature. That would be my temperature, I would
What
say.
is that?
I think that's around 19 maybe. Try to
Let's
look it up for me.
22.
22. So that's even yeah,
That was like the sunny
days that we had in Madrid.
sunny days in Madrid, yeah.
Yeah. Which are okay. That's like walking around in a shirt. Like,
I love that.
like not quite
Onda?
no. Not quite I was going to say not quite shorts.
I was in shorts.
Yeah, but to me it wouldn't be. To me
I was
need
with
to
shorts
be like
and a sweater.
No, to
And
me
that was perfect.
short weather is like shorts weather is like 30. That's like this is or no, not 30, but like 28 maybe.
But that
So
for
it's
me
almost
is like
like-
pool weather.
Yeah, that's what I associate with shorts. It's
Oh,
like
no, I don't.
that's why sometimes when I see people like in the US with shorts, but then you have to go into a whatever, store and it's like air conditioning freezing and I'm like, yeah, no way.
But
I have
I
to be a
think-
little more versatile here.
Yeah, but I think I told you when we were in Madrid, a day that I had like a skirt and a sweater,
Yeah.
and it wasn't as warm. And I told you that I realized that, like if I'm cold and
Yeah.
I cover my upper part of my body,
Yeah.
I'm fine. Like I'm never cold in my legs. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Well, makes sense for you. So.
yeah. Roslyn said, "Oh my gosh, I wrote the birthday story. I'm sorry, and left on the craziest errand. There was a mama duck and a bunch of babies outside quacking. They seemed upset. I went outside, and there was a cat sitting on a water drain gutter, and a baby duck had fallen in. So I got my husband to lift it, and we scooped the baby out. All the ducks are together and waddling down the road. Ha ha ha.
So this just
That
happened?
cat is so mad at me. No, I think,
Or was it in
Oh.
the... Yeah, this just happened.
yeah, I thought that day.
You thought that was the birthday party?
Yeah, like that
highlight
happened
of the
while
birthday party.
she was like doing these instructions of the. So this just happened?
That's crazy. That's hilarious. So baby duck is fine.
Ryan Serra said, you had a live stream of painting a hand and it got deleted recently?
Maybe we deleted one that I mean, we've deleted a couple, but I don't remember if it was a hand or... I mean, I wouldn't know because
No,
I
I have
can't...
no
Yeah,
idea.
if it's not there, yes. If there's a painting without a video, then yes, something happened. But I don't remember, to be super, super honest. It's too much. Honestly, we're not being like dismissive. It's just that there's too many.
Yeah. There is too many.
Yeah, there's too. We've done way too many of these.
No, but I like them.
Oh, I can do 10 times more, but
yeah.
we're probably nearing 500.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Like in total?
No, probably
Total
no. Maybe
content?
not. Maybe not. Maybe I over.
Let's see. Let's eat.
Do you know how to look for that, or?
Yep. I have to go here. About. I don't see it.
No. If you go to the channel, where is it?
Yeah, in the about. You
I-
could see like number of videos, but thing is that I'm in YouTube Studio.
Oh yeah, no.
So maybe let me do it from my phone. So not like our painted lives, but as a viewer.
Yes.
It says 485 videos.
Oh, so there we go.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew that
That is
we were nearing.
lot.
Yeah. For 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Yes, I would say yes.
Josefael said, I changed my profile pic from my cat to my face. That's cool.
That's a big change.
Big step.
Yeah, big steps.
Callum said, I can't be late to the party anyway. The party doesn't start until I walk in.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
the party starter.
Yeah. That's what all party starters think.
Yeah. Elijah said, thank you so much for sharing your experience with teaching, Nicolas. We all do have many different approaches to art, so I guess a lot depends on the people at the time and how you can connect. And thanks, Danny.
Yes.
No, you're welcome. And Elijah also said, this lighting is so pretty. It feels very saturated.
Yeah, it does feel. I mean, Cat Red is for sure helping me with that cast shadow, because I'm really pushing the warmness of not the native warmness, because it's not natively warm, because sunlight produces usually cool shadows if there's enough space in that shadow that can be filled up by the sky, by like the blue sky. So usually that's why you hear people say, warm light produces cool shadows, which is not a formula, by the way. This does not mean, because I get a lot of people that always say, well, what are the formulas? It's always like cool light, warm shadows, warm light, cool shadows, right? No. It can be any combination of those. It could be warm, cool, or cool, warm, cool. I've always said it, like, if you are in the 7th circle of hell, surrounded by, lava, where is coolness going to come from? It's all just fire. So that you can't speak about coolness. So in those conditions, I mean, this one is a little bit dire, but in those conditions, it's going to be warm. But, the same could be said in cool. If you're atop of Mount Everest in a overcast day, which I'm sure that's not advisable, but if it's a gray sky and you're on top of Mount Everest, so there's just, very cool light and just, bouncing around this, white grayish ground, where is warmth going to come from? There's no way there's warmth in there. There can be apparent or relative warmth, but not real warmth. So what's happening here is that, for example, in Danny's forehead, a lot of the light is bouncing off of the kind of neighboring fingers. A lot of the warm planes, the planes that are hitting that warm light, a lot of that light is kind of filtering and bouncing and filling up those spaces. So that's why it would feel warmer, but it's essentially a cool shadow. So I'm exaggerating that temperature just to give that big kind of sense of brightness. And that's what I, intended to do at the beginning. That's what I was saying at the beginning. Let's try to see if we can pull this off without the aid of like a solely palette, a palette that is solely built on high chroma. So I think I don't think we're going to be exactly there, but I think we can get close.
I am so shiny, Nicolas,
Yeah?
that you can see the screen in my forehead.
It's like a meta screen.
No, you could see. I mean, I see the screen in my forehead.
Oh, you look perfect.
Like I was just moving.
I
trying
can't
to
see you
it.
because if I turn, I'm afraid maybe I'm going to hurt my eyes. But I'm sure you're perfect.
Yeah, the thing is that I used a ton of moisturizer because my skin was feeling super dry after the... Wait, because...
So Fer just got here, so... No, it's okay. It's okay. So Danny's going to cause like a car accident because of her shine, because of her glare. I think it's kind of working. I mean, moments like this, because right now I can start to see my painting in relative terms. What that means is like, I'm not really going to try to compare it with something, with a painting that I would have done if I had bismuth yellow here and maybe a quinacridone magenta or any other magenta here. And instead of black, if I had like, whatever blue you use. You could use cobalt or you could use, I don't know, what's a phthalo blue? A lot of people are using phthalo blue nowadays. So I'm not going to try to think about it as if it was a painting produced by those, variables. I'm just going to see my painting for what it is right here. It can't be, your painting can't be something that is not possible here. If you're yearning for something that's not possible here, your mindset is in the wrong place. So always remind yourself of that. If you're wanting something out of this palette that is impossible to get, then don't beat yourself up. Just, pick another palette. But don't teach yourself how to be dissatisfied with the choices that you already made and then be frustrated in the paint, like during the making of the painting. So right now I'm able to see kind of where, that painting is going. And I'm satisfied with that. I'm okay with where the direction is. So.
Que Fer dice que hola.
Hola, mi Ferchungi.
Se asomó a decirme.
Ay, qué pena, no te vi, Fer.
No, a decirme que te dije.
Ah, ya. Sí, es que necesito como ojos en la nuca para
¿Sabes
saludar.
qué pasó? Que
no
subieron.
No subieron.
O sea, la ruta siguió derecha. O sea,
¿quién
vino
sabe?
acá. Sí. Porque yo estaba viendo Ay, perdón, me acomodo.
Sí, eso sonó
¿Qué? Ay,
flatulente. Tu movimiento fue flatulente.
Oye, es que es...
Sí, no, yo te creo. Sí, tranquila. Explica.
No.
Sí, no des
Ay,
explicaciones.
Oye,
No, ya sí ves, ya no se oye igual.
Suena igual.
No, fue flatulente.
Ay. No, es que estaba viendo, o sea, tenía el mapa abierto. Y yo dije, ay, van a subir. Y luego siguió derecho. Entonces.
No, muchas gracias.
No, ay, ¿qué tal? Roslyn said,
Yes.
unpopular opinion.
Oh, our channel is full of those. Don't worry.
80s kids here and I don't like you too. The Joshua Tree is the exception. After that, they got repetitive. And Shade said, I don't know, I always say seconded, but I think it's seconded. Okay.
Yeah. I second that. You would say, like, if you agree with something, you
yeah,
would say, I second
that. But I say seconded. Not seconded, but seconded.
You know that I don't think I've ever used it that way. Like seconding
I've heard
as a verb. No, well, I second that as a verb.
Yeah, when someone says something and you say seconded.
Yeah.
Seconded.
Yeah,
me,
no. I guess I'm more used to saying I second that instead of like saying I'm seconding I don't know. It just sounds weird, but yeah, but I am of that opinion too.
Andrés Landazábal dice...
Uy, ¿será Landa? ¿Landa con quien trabajamos juntos en la animación?
Dice, Daniela, Nicolás, tengo una pregunta. Quiero comenzar a pintar en óleo, pero tengo miedo ya que no sé nada. Pinto solamente en PC, entre comillas, digital painting.
Uy, dígame si es Landa porque yo tengo unos recuerdos muy cariñosos de...
Recuerdos muy cariñosos.
Sí, no sé, no supe expresarlo, me embolaté ahí.
Unos muy buenos recuerdos.
No, me embolaté.
Sí,
I seconded.
Sí.
I
recuerdos
seconded.
muy cariñosos.
Sí, me secondé ahí con ese comentario.
Oye, otra
Lindita,
vez.
estás
Ay, tan bobo, no
¿cómo se
empieces
dice pedorra en inglés, Lindita?
No, seas bobo. Además, eso ni se oye en el micrófono. O sea,
uno cree que no, pero uno está hablando de...
A silencio, que no, oye el botón, en serio.
No sé, ¿a qué botón te estás refiriendo?
Sí, suena terrible,
Es para que te dejes de pilletear.
No, es que ¿sabes qué es?
Pues que algo te cayó mal.
No, ya fuera de chiste, el cosito como de metal que está acá atrás en los bolsillos, lo arrastro y suena...
Sí.
Ya, sí, bueno.
Cuando tratas de decir que lo haces sonar igual, nunca suena igual a cuando te echas el pedo.
Elijah said, Danny exuding the K-beauty glass skin goals.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, I was telling you about the glass skin, remember?
But
I told you that it was a trend
what is that?
to have like super moistured skin.
I
When
wish
you
that
told
was
me,
good
like,
when I was young.
no, because something's
Because when I was young, that was called oily.
No, because it's different looking oily and like glass skin.
I have no.
It's different. I could show you today,
Yeah.
like pictures, and you would say, "Oh." But thank you. That's like a super good compliment.
That's a compliment. That's a nice compliment.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, because
super.
glass skin started as a trend, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because it's like showing a super healthy skin.
Okay.
So glass skin is like super hydrated, super like watery. I don't know how to call that, but like if it has the hydration, like it looks hydrated, like it looks healthy. So it's a super good compliment. So thank you, Elijah. Ika Cairo dice, Dani, estás glowy, not shiny. Jaja. Bueno que la cámara lo haga ver así.
Caqueiro sabe.
Pues Caqueiro es maquilladora profesional.
Por eso, Caqueiro sabe de esto.
Caqueiro knows best. ¿Sí? ¿Se dice así? No.
Sí, yeah, you could say that.
Andrés Landazábal dice, no, debe ser un diferente Landazábal.
Ay, es que
Parcero, pero un gusto, Nicolás. Soy un gran fan del canal. Saludos desde Colombia.
Es que Andrés Landazábal es una persona que trabaja en animación y también solo pinta en el computador.
Pero no le diste el tip a Andrés.
Sí, no, pues ya voy. Si me dejas acabar. Y es extraordinario, es un artista extraordinario. Entonces,
Sí.
pensé
Tienes
que
recuerdos
de pronto
cariñosos.
tengo, sí, ¿cómo fue que dije? Tengo recuerdos
cariñosos.
glass de...
No,
de él.
dijiste, tengo cariñosos recuerdos.
No, creo que
O
dije distinto. algo
recuerdos
así.
cariñosos.
Pero Andrés,
Cariñosos recuerdos.
puede empezar si quiere con gouache. Yo creo que por eso hay una razón. Tiene que haber alguna razón en particular por la que muchísimos artistas digitales eligen gouache como ese primer encuentro con una pintura más tradicional. Entonces, de pronto es por ahí y empiece a hacer pinturas con una paleta cortita. O sea, si quiere, ponga los primarios. Amarillo, azul, rojo, como un amarillo al limón, un rojo como un magenta y un azul ahí saturadito y blanco. Y hágale con eso. Y creo que ese es un súper comienzo.
¿Sabes yo por qué creo que de pronto es? No sé, de pronto estoy diciendo una barbaridad,
No,
pero
no.
siempre he pensado que de pronto es que como se seca tan rápido,
Tiempos
es como
de secado
capas.
ayuda, sí.
O sea, es como si fueran las capas de pintura.
Sí, tiempos de secado no son inmediatos, pero sí, pues, o sea, son distintísimos a los del óleo, obviamente. Y lo que dice Dani, se puede concebir como como si fuera una pintura indirecta. Eso quiere decir que es una pintura que se va a desarrollar es por capas y no directamente como la estoy haciendo yo.
Roslyn said,
Yes.
that warm shadow from the hand is so good. It makes me happy. I love this painting, Nicolas.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And Roslyn said, yes, the dogs are all happy.
Oh,
Just
good.
happened.
Ducks deserve to be happy. Only ducks.
Ryan Serra said, it's the 8th recent post on your Instagram. Talking about the video that was
Oh, of the hand?
deleted.
Could you help me out?
8th recent post. Let's
So go.
see.
Let's see.
Let's see, a ver.
Let's see, sí. Oh, no.
Tan cansón. Uy. I'm sorry, but I just opened Instagram
Yeah. What
and
did you
I
get?
saw the puppy of your sister. It is like a lion. Look.
Let me see. Yeah, that's a proper.
Alaskan Malamute.
No, I was gonna go with
I want
Game
to-
of Thrones like dog.
I want to show people.
And you should show. Do you have a pic of him when we picked him up?
Of course, I have like 100 because I was the one carrying him in the car.
Yeah. So this was the dog that we gave to my sister.
As a birthday. No, birthday slash
It was supposed to be a Christmas.
slash.
It was just a tragic story, but yeah. So let's leave it at that. But it was supposed to be Christmas, and we had to get another dog, and this was the dog that we got for her birthday, which is on February. So
Wait, wait.
Wait.
Wait, Nicolas.
Nobody is pressuring me, but I'm gonna yell wait.
I have to erase some photos. I have too many.
Oh, you're trying to get to it. That's
Yeah.
why you were like, oh,
Wait.
don't.
That's
Yeah,
why I was
yeah.
like,
Nobody's telling you to rush.
wait. Mm. Yeah, so this was the puppy. Wait. I'm going to lower the. I don't know if you could see, if you guys can see something. But he was tiny. I mean, here's the dog. Like, for comparison, there's someone standing up and the dog. And now he's like a bear.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna look for? Wait, your Instagram. So I'm gonna go to Nicolas Uribe. And the 8th one, esta.
Oh, what happened with that one?
Acrylics on Yupo.
I forget.
I have no idea. Let
I
me
forget.
check. 'Cause
We deleted one where I was showing the accidentally we showed my desktop,
yeah.
my computer, and I just wasn't cool with that.
Yeah,
and
I
I
mean,
know
that's
it
fine,
sounds
I mean.
dumb. We don't have to like go back to that. So maybe that was it. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that was the one. So yeah, that's the coolest hand I've ever painted, and we don't have a video for that one.
But I mean, that's why you have to ring the bell.
Yeah, or
Be there or be square. That's a saying, right?
that was like a saying, like in the what was that? 50s?
What?
I guess. Yeah.
I thought I was being like super trendy. Like
No,
super-
being square. I'm gonna say 50s. Like people in the U.S. can help us. I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it's 40s. Maybe 40s is too much, but I'm gonna say, and I don't think it's 60s. So it's got to be 50s. Now it's like 30s.
A ver. Alejandro Morales dice, está súper bonita la pintura, excelente trabajo como siempre, Nicolás.
Muchas gracias,
Uh,
Alejandro. Muy amable.
Roslyn said 50s or 60s, I think.
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
so I'm just...
Oh no, like TV shows, like you'll see people like, oh, you're such a square. Like you're still like people know what that means.
I had no idea what it meant, but I remember listening. Like,
It's lame. It's like
be
saying, oh,
there
you're so
or be
lame.
square. No,
Yeah.
I just thought it meant nothing, but...
It's like nerdy, and they would just do a square. Oh, you're such a square. Like,
And Roslyn said, that is a gorgeous dog. How sweet for her birthday. Yeah.
and that's her dog, so that's awesome too.
A ver. Shade said, ha ha ha, I think that is how you truly pass the are you a real painter test. You're in hell burning, but what concerns you is warm/cool relationships in the light and shadow.
Yeah, how would
10
I
out of
paint
10.
this? How would I paint this?
And Roslyn said, brilliant. It looked so warm to me. Always a challenge for me. Thank you for always explaining your process so well. Alfonso Peñalver Molina dice, hola, es la primera vez que lo veo
¡Ay,
y
qué
es
bueno!
fantástico. ¿Me podría decir qué técnica, soporte y medio está utilizando? Muchas gracias.
Técnica óleo. Soporte es una lámina delgada de polipropileno que se consigue comercialmente como Yupo. Entonces, Y-U-P-O. Le puede hacer Google a eso. Y, discúlpame, ¿qué era lo otro?
Y el medio.
No. Técnica, óleo, medio. Óleo.
Pues medium. Es que era técnica, soporte y medium. O sea, supongo que
Es que técnica y
liquid.
medium es como igual. ¿Y qué medio? Si
Sí,
estoy usando un
medio,
medio.
por eso dije.
Liquid. Entonces, para el óleo lo uso muy poco, pero sí uso liquid, que es un medio alquídico.
Sí, estoy viendo que Lich nos hizo el favor y respondió. Sí, que era óleo sobre yupo y sin medio. Dijo, o el medio es liquid. Y Alfonso dice, gracias por responder. ¿Y el medio liquid se puede usar en todas las capas?
Sí, claro, sí. No hay ningún problema. No hay ningún problema. El problema del yupo es que pues no es un medio reversible. Entonces, por eso a la gente como que hay mucha gente que no le atrae eso. Porque es un medio que se transforma. Como que se va volviendo gel, pero se transforma cuando se está pintando. No solo se oxida, sino que se transforma.
¿Dijiste el yupo?
El liquid.
Sí,
¿Dije el
pero
yupo?
creo que dijiste el yupo, sí.
No, entonces perdón. Discúlpeme si dije el yupo. El liquid.
Jose Fails said, it's be there or be square because you won't be around.
Oh my God, what?
I had no idea of that part of it.
Oh my God.
Now it makes sense. Nicolas.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mind blown. I love that.
Yeah. This is only comparable for me. You have your Popeye, with the squinting eye. And for me,
Sono más de papa.
El Chespirito. Yeah, because I was going to say it in Spanish, and I don't know how people are familiar with that. But for us Spanish speakers, sono más de papa. No hay de qué, sono más de papa.
¿Vas a volver a contar?
Yeah, no, I don't have to. Like, people already know this. But that to me was a mind-blown, universe expanded.
For me, it was Popeye.
Yeah,
Popeye.
Well, yeah, because our translation is just super, lame. But, because you won't be around. Amazing. But, but what, did that come first? I'm guessing that came first. But saying, oh, you're such a square, like, I can understand that being the saying, but saying you're such a square, did that derive from the saying that you're saying, or was that before? Or is it like, because you're not going to be around, you're so lame? Oh my God, I had no idea. That sounds like one of the questions when you're trying to be like a citizen of the U.S.
I would be so lost if they use like a lot of, I don't know, like slang or
expressions.
Sayings.
Yeah. Not slang.
I would just
they
like
would use expressions,
smile.
I would say.
So,
Yeah.
I Googled it and it says, square is slang for a person who is conventional and old-fashioned, similar to a fuddy-duddy.
Okay, that's a...
This sense of the word square originated in the American jazz community in the 1940s.
Okay.
In reference to people out of touch with musical trends. Older senses of the term square referring positively to someone or something honest and upstanding date back to the 16th century. So square can be being
So
lame,
was good.
or it can be being honest and
Yeah,
upstanding.
so 4 centuries before, it was 3 centuries. What was it? 16th century?
Yeah.
No, so 4 centuries, 500 years. Well, no, that would be 5 centuries. I'm sorry. So 500 years before, it just meant someone who was very cordial, very formal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing from that, it actually makes sense that if you're like super super formal, you would be fond of like tradition. And because if you go to the extreme and you only like something that's traditional, you wouldn't be hip. You wouldn't be open to like cool new things.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like, oh, you're such a square. Okay. So that's in the 40s jazz community.
Yeah.
Nice. There we go. Our painted lives, educational.
Royal Drawing dice, wow, su rostro parece un panal de abeja, me encanta la pintura.
¿El mío en este momento, el tuyo por el brillo o
No,
la
el mío
pintura?
parece la abeja, la miel regada. 3 pelos dice, ¿te han dicho algo sobre tu apellido, ya que internacionalmente es conocido por otras cuestiones? ¿Por Ocampo? Mentira.
¿Me
Sí, ya te lo
reemplazas?
paso, sí.
Uribe, sí, en este momento Uribe, bueno, no en este momento, Uribe siempre fue un
Lo que pasa es
presidente
que
muy controvertido,
pues siempre.
aquí en Colombia muy polarizante, muy
Si quieres súbele el brillo.
Todavía hay muchísima
No,
gente.
gira, o sea, no, baja,
¿Bajo?
no, baja ahí.
¿Bajo?
Y en donde dice la hora, slide.
¿Y por qué lo tienes
No,
así?
hacia el otro lado. Es que se actualizó. ¿Y
No.
abajo está el brillo?
Fatal, el mío es solo un clic.
Pues porque el tuyo no se
No,
actualiza.
el mío es más nuevo, el mío no molesta tanto. ¿Y ahora?
Back, me amoré. Ya.
Ya. Sí, entonces, no, para las personas que estén preocupadas, no, somos de 2 regiones distintas y yo no, o sea, mi familia no tiene nada que ver con el expresidente.
Pero además es que Uribe es un apellido
Es un
súper
apellido
común en
común,
Colombia.
y es un
o
apellido
sea,
común en la región antioqueña,
ujú.
pero es un apellido común también en la región santanderiana. Y mi familia es santanderiana, la familia de mi papá es de Santander, de Pamplona, Santander.
Sí, pero sí es un apellido
Entonces,
súper común.
sí, es
o
muy
sea,
común, es muy común. Y no, es que, o sea, vamos a ser honestos, decir Uribe en Colombia si uno dice Uribe, solo quiere decir una cosa.
Sí, pero yo creo que acá también mucha gente sabe, o sea, si alguien conoce a alguien de apellido Uribe, no es
Sí,
como, uy,
no.
ustedes son familia, porque es
Sí.
como, no, porque es un apellido súper común.
Yo me
Pero
acuerdo
sí,
que
o sea,
en la época en que Uribe era presidente, yo, digamos, cogía un taxi y entonces les aparecía como,
Uribe.
ay, Uribe. Y siempre eran como, ¿usted es el hijo del presidente? Y yo siempre era como,
No.
¿y yo
sí.
por qué iba a coger un taxi entonces? Como por desviar a todo el mundo, por tratar como de engañar a todo el mundo. Pero no. Pero sí me dijeron muchas veces como, ¿usted es el hijo del presidente? Y yo, no,
Sí,
¿qué?
pero no, o sea, es un apellido súper común. O sea, es como Luis Díaz. Pues yo soy Díaz, mi familia es Díaz.
Sí.
Y lastimosamente
Sí, no es tan
tengo
común
a mi Luchito.
como alguien Rodríguez, Martínez, que serán otros así apellidos súper comunes. Todos los EZs tienen que ser como los más comunes en Colombia.
Gómez,
Gómez, López, Rodríguez, Martínez.
Pérez.
Sí, Pérez no sé si tanto, pero
Claro.
esos es como más larguitos
ver.
terminados en EZ.
Apellidos más comunes en Colombia. Los 50
No,
apellidos.
no.
Ahí se lee en un segundo.
No,
dizque
no,
empieces.
tu top 5 y ya. Nadie, ¿qué importa?
A ver, voy a ir desde... A ver, voy a mirar si está alguno tuyo o alguno mío. Primero. Estoy leyendo y todo parece una lista de mi colegio.
De todos los colegios, yo creo.
Sí.
O sea, uno debe tener resto de amigos.
Trata de adivinar cuál es el más famoso de todos. Número 1. Dice con
Rodríguez.
incidencia 765.181.
No,
No sé qué es eso, pero
sí, no sé, Rodríguez.
muy bien.
Sí.
Segundo,
¿Martínez?
nope.
Eh,
Martínez es sexto.
¿Pero es un EZ?
Sí.
Ay, ¿sí ves? Es que se me están yendo de la cabeza,
Pero
pero...
1, 2, 3 y 4
Sí,
son
todos.
EZ, pero 5 no es. Mm.
A ver, dímelos tú, que ya... O sea, todos me van
Número
a...
2, Gómez.
Gómez.
Número 3, López.
Ah, bueno, López ya
Número
lo había
4,
dicho.
González.
González, ese
Número
sí se me ha ido. Qué
5,
bobo. Ese es re español.
García.
Ah, bueno, mira.
6, Martínez. 7, Ramírez. Sánchez, Hernández, Díaz. Ahí estoy
Ahí
yo.
estás tú.
Pérez, Torres, Rojas, Vargas, Moreno, Gutiérrez, Jiménez, Muñoz, Castro,
Bueno, ya
Ortiz.
estamos ya estamos diciendo apellidos así arbitrariamente.
Sí, pero no sale.
Sí, pero no. Y yo no tendría ningún lío, o sea, bueno, sería un poco complejo socializar este canal. Pero si yo fuera un pintor y ese señor fuera mi tío o algo así, pues no, pues yo tendría que decir que es mi tío, o sea, tendría que decir, no, pues sí, es familia mía y ya, pues ¿qué hacemos? No sé. Uno tampoco, o sea, uno no escoge a su familia. Entonces, pero no soy
Uribe.
de ese Uribe. Es así la respuesta real es así de sencilla. Yo sé que Lich no es muy fan de Uribe.
A ver,
La mitad de Colombia no
mira,
es muy fan de
Royal
Uribe.
Drawing dice, yo soy Jiménez, jaja, saludos desde México. Y Margo dice, yo soy Sánchez, de segundo.
Muy bien, ahí estamos todos, una gran familia.
Eh,
Yo no soy ni Jiménez, o sea, a lo que puedo llegar no soy ni Jiménez ni Sánchez. En los apellidos de mi papá por el lado de mi papá y de mi mamá por el lado de Buga.
I was seeing that Ibrahim Salah was saying, Danny, wrong thumbnail, appear on YouTube. It's yesterday, so I'm just... YouTube is weird. Because I didn't upload any thumbnail, but let me change it super quickly.
Yeah, I think it just puts like a placeholder thumbnail, maybe. Like if you don't use anything, it'll just
It reuses.
Yeah, it just puts like a placeholder one.
No, but it's Ibrahim is telling us that it is using yesterday's thumbnail.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That it puts like a placeholder. Like it'll pick one. Like there's probably a way to know why or
Well, I
which
kind of
ones it picks.
no, I know why it used yesterday's one. Because when you're gonna do a live stream, they ask you if you want to create new settings for the live stream, or reuse the settings.
And we always reuse.
So I
'cause
always
it's the
use
same.
reuse, yeah. But I never had a problem with the thumbnail. Maybe because we didn't have thumbnail before, but now it's changed. I just did like
Screenshot and
screenshot, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
So let's continue with our convos. Let's see. Callum
Yeah.
said, have you guys had much experience with glazing over grisaille paintings?
No.
I'm working on one now and not really sure where to start.
No, but you could be pretty liberal with the glazing. I mean, I've only done a couple of paintings where I attempted to do that well. And you don't have to be, the glazing is kind of cool because you don't have to be super worried. You can, if you go over, you can always just take a rag and just like clean it up. So I would say that don't worry, like there's a lot of addition, but also a ton of subtraction when you're doing glazing. So don't feel weird if you find yourself taking away a lot. That's the way it's supposed to feel like. Trying to remember this. I think this Japanese painter is whom I think does it the best, but I forget Osamu. Osamu, is it? I forget. Let
Do
me
you want
see.
me to?
Oh no, it's this is your phone.
You could Google whatever you want.
No, I was gonna because I have it on in my Instagram. Maybe you follow him. Maybe.
Osamu?
Yeah, something. It's I don't want to be disrespectful if I'm either mispronouncing or misremembering. Osa Osamu Obi, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Osamu Obi. Oh my god. My brain is amazing with some things and it's the stupidest thing alive for others. Osamu Obi. So the way it sounds, Osamuobi. So just search for him, Callum, and I think he's awesome. Like in the videos, you'll see how liberal you can be with the use of glazing.
Russell Harris said, "You're one of my favorite painters.
Oh, thank you.
Love the range of values."
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted. I don't know why my sister is calling on this
Me?
phone. Yeah, maybe you should answer and see
Wait, yeah.
if it's something that we need to pay attention to. Yeah, so I'll speak about the glazing. You know, that's kind of okay, I guess. So I have done glazing, but not in the way I've never constructed a whole painting just by glazing. I'll say that. Just by having a sort of grisaille, literal grisaille, or just like an underpainting where, you know, there's a bunch of like lead white or a bunch of white and maybe you know, this kind of ground, this earthy ground right next to it. What I've done is like I've done grisailles and attempted to kind of glaze first, but then started adding, you know, like opaque paint. So it was more of a mix of techniques, let's say. And eventually, if something was a little too light, I would glaze it to try to get it to where the value or the saturation that I needed. But then I also added again a little bit of opaque paint. So who could exemplify that better than anything that I could ever describe? Maybe Vincent Desiderio. I think Vincent Desiderio, there's a lot of like push and pull when he's doing his paintings. In Odd Nerdrum's paintings, there's a lot of that going on also. There's a lot of like, thicker, lighter paint underneath, then kind of, you know, glazing, plus also a more opaque paint, plus a lot of scraping, plus a lot of sanding down to start all over again. So a lot of push and pull, a lot of push and pull. And I think that's where I feel most comfortable. If you have to ask, you know, if you were to ask me, I would say that's my whenever I've attempted or wanted to do a glazed painting, that's where I would, you know, gravitate towards. Not ever doing anything like this person that I suggested, this artist Osamu, this Japanese artist that's very, very talented, and never something like a Titian or, you know, people that were amazing at glazing, you know, many years ago. So everything okay? Kind of?
Yeah, no.
Anything like super?
Es que tienes que llamar al banco porque por la compra de
Oh.
Amazon que pensaron que era fraudulenta y si no te bloquean.
Oh, that's
Llamas a la línea de atención. Llamaron a Luisa. No sé
a Luis. No, they probably.
estaba apagado.
Yeah, no.
Voy a conectarlo desde el cuarto para que cargue y ya vengo.
Oh, okay. No. No, it was just that they called me from the bank because I bought something. I bought the SSD off of the internet. But since my cell phone ran out of battery, they probably have in their system my mother's
Yeah. Because your
phone
sister
number.
was
And she
at
was
your
probably there,
mother's.
and she answered there.
Yeah.
And she was probably like, block it. She
No,
probably didn't-
no. No, she didn't say anything.
Okay, no. So that's fine. So we'll deal with that when we're done.
So, let's see. What were you talking about?
I don't know, stretching. Yeah.
Stretching.
Yeah, stretching the conversation until you got here.
Oh, I thought
So
stretching.
stretch. You know
your
how,
body.
like, if you're hosting the Oscars, stretch, talk anything.
Camila Ogorman. Hola, Camila.
Hola, Camila.
Dice, acá en Argentina le decimos cuadrado a alguien narrow-minded.
Ah,
Acá cuadriculado.
cuadriculado.
Cuadriculado, sí. Elijah said, it's funny also because the OPL picture is a triangle and a circle. Squares are the missing shapes. LOL. Be there or be square.
Yeah, it didn't make it.
Yeah, you didn't make the cut.
Maybe
You
the
were
square
square.
could be the dog, the future dog.
Chili bean, yeah. Chili. Just chili. I mean, we
I-
always say chili
I didn't
bean,
say
but-
anything. Yeah, I wouldn't want chili bean because that's your
No.
mother. Like, if you say that, that's your mother talking. Your mother is great.
Your mother calls me. Your mother, my mother
Yeah.
calls me chili bean.
Yeah,
but I've told
I,
about.
I
I've
don't
told
want to
the
look at the
story.
dog and think of your mother. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing is that I've always said I wanted a dog, like since I was a little kid, and I always said I wanted a dog called Chili. So my mom started calling me Chili, and then
Yeah.
Chili bean.
Yeah, but
So-
chili bean is your mother. Like,
Chili bean. Yeah, you call my mother Chili bean. Sometimes
yeah, I always
laughing.
kind of make fun
joking,
of her.
yeah.
Jokingly. By saying chili bean like she does in a very high pitched voice,
Yeah.
very, very high pitched voice.
How is it?
Chili
Yeah.
chili bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute. Very cute. Yeah, but no, you can't call him chili bean. That's honestly.
No,
like,
it's chili.
I'll think of your mother.
No, chili. Chili. Yeah, but my mom
I mean, I always think
mean,
of
my
your mom,
mom-
but not in dog terms.
My mom has called me Chili Maria, Chili Bean, everything around that. But yeah. Alfonso Peñalver Molina dice, el liquid es tóxico, yo tengo bronquitis crónica y no puedo usar trementina, por
Mejor
eso
no.
me pasé al acrílico, pero me gustaría seguir con óleo.
Mm,
Y otra pregunta, ¿se pueden hacer veladuras con liquid?
sí, pero no. Ahí vamos a parar esa conversación desde antes para no aburrirnos con las respuestas, porque no. Si usted le cae mal el solvente, que eso es por lo que entiendo, o sea, lo que puedo inferir es que ese es el problema, no. El liquid sí tiene solvente y sí huele, entonces no podemos usarlo.
Elijah CK said, a while back in the Discord, Jessica T mentioned there was an Arches
Yeah.
oil paper
Yeah.
and a new Stonehenge oil paper. I was curious if you tried these before or plan on trying them.
The arches I have tried from people that have gone to, because we can't get that one here. I would have to order it. But from people that go to different workshops, they do bring some of that paper, and it's very nice. You know, it's very different from working the way I work, but it's very, very nice. And the Stonehenge one, no, I haven't used that one. And I guess we could try it. We could do a week. You know, we could do a future week if I get those over the internet. We could do a week of that. Yeah, if people are interested, for sure we could try them out.
Belts said, don't be a square. So don't be an L and a 7 shape hand to hand to make a square. Only super cool people say this. So this, like square.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was in school,
Yeah.
I was maybe, I don't know, 7, 8 years old. No, 10 years old, let's say. And there was a song that was like loser, loser, double loser. And then they did something like that. But yeah.
I don't remember
I
that.
just, yeah. I just remember
Just remember that?
Yeah. Elijah was saying, was today's painting on Yupo?
Yes.
Lich dice, yo soy Campos Muñoz y Lich hasta Austria. cuando estábamos leyendo los
Sí,
apellidos.
sí, sí.
Anam said, "What a brilliant painting so far. Hi everyone. Hi Anam, how are you?" Dofo said, or Dofo, I don't know, said, "In the beginning, did you try out many different mediums and art form? If so, how long was it before you decided to focus on oil painting?"
Oh, no. For me, it wasn't like that. For me, it was, and there's no reason to it. I just watched my teacher paint, and he just happened to be painting in oils. And I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. That, like, my brain just pointed at that. And I was like, yes, that's like, yes, sir, that's what I want to do. That was the easiest question I had ever answered in my life. I've ever had to answer in my life. So, no, I didn't try a lot of stuff before. I think we were not forced, but suggested to use oils in my foundation year painting, which was the first time I had ever painted. Yeah, so I had oils. I mean, I had oil paint from that semester, from that first semester, and that's the paint I brought to that first class, that first Steve Assel class, and then I saw him paint, and I was done. Like, that was, like I said, easiest thing ever. I sucked at it for about 2 years, though. Like, I made that decision in my brain, but I was useless for about 2 years, so it took a long time.
Margo Delgado dice, Sevilla, Santander, Pamplona, hay muchos nombres coincidentes con ciudades españolas.
Sí, Cartagena.
Sí.
Sí.
Madrid, Cundinamarca.
Madrid.
Pues, y hay una razón lógica.
Pues porque somos, o sea,
Por la conquista,
colonizados
sí.
por España. ¿Cuál más? No, debe haber muchísimos.
Sí, yo creo. A ver, busqué.
Santander.
Nombres de...
No sé si ella dijo Santander, pero sí.
No sé, espérame. Sí, mira, ciudades colombianas con nombres europeos. No, pero mira la imagen.
No, pero ahí ya... No, nosotros sí.
Cartagena.
Sí.
Córdoba.
Córdoba
Salento.
también hay en Argentina.
Sí, a ver. Departamento de Córdoba, Colombia y Córdoba, España. Salento, Quindío, Colombia y Salento, Italia. Amalfi, Antioquia, Colombia y Amalfi, Italia.
Amalfi.
Sí. Segovia, Antioquia y Segovia, España. Pamplona, norte de Santander, Colombia y Pamplona, España. Palermo, Huila y Palermo, Italia.
Ah, sí, yo tenía que haber dicho norte de Santander, perdón.
Madrid, Cundinamarca, Colombia y Madrid, España. Y ya se acabó.
Muy bien.
Florida, Valle y Florida, Estados Unidos, dice alguien
Sí.
en los comentarios.
Florida Blanca.
Sí, Florida Blanca. Medellín, Antioquia y Medellín, España, dice alguien. Ocaña, norte de Santander y Ocaña, España. Florencia y Florencia.
Sí, muy bien.
Pereira y Quinchia.
No, ¿qué está pasando? Ahí ya estamos diciendo
Dice,
cosas.
y otro pueblo cerca de Roma que hay otro igual entre Pereira y Quinchia. ¿Qué?
¿Cuál?
No sé.
Me perdí ahí.
Sí, no, esto es un comentario de alguien. Esa persona además no entendí qué dijo. Es verdad.
Pero dime cómo te sientes al respecto, en serio, Lindita.
Es que no entendí lo que redactó.
Pero el regaño estuvo... No, esto es un comentario.
No, es un comentario en el post. O sea, me metí a un blog.
¡Ah!
No estoy regañando a nadie acá, no.
Yo pensé que todos esas eran ayudas que nos estaba dando la gente acá.
No, esos son en
y
un
tú ahí
blog.
regañando a todo el mundo. Yo decía, no,
blog
pues bueno.
como Viajeros por Colombia, algo así.
Ah, ya.
No. No, fue alguien que no entendí que estaba... No, ¿cómo voy a responder así?
Escríbele, mándales un correo.
No. Shade said chili pop and love emoji. And Elijah said, that's such a cute dog name. Thank you. Yeah, and
We're only
Shade said
missing the
it
dog.
really is. What?
No, it's such a cute dog name, but we're only missing the dog.
Yeah. A ver. Camilo Monroy dice, hola Nico, ¿qué paleta está usando y qué medio?
¿Qué hubo, Camilo? No, la misma paleta de ayer. Misma paleta de ayer. Todo igual, Camilo. Todo exactamente igual. Lo que pasa es que ese era como el objetivo al principio. Tratar de que la pintura se sintiera un poquitico distinta a la que habíamos hecho ayer. Como la misma... De pronto poder comunicar la misma sensación de luz-sol, pero sin la necesidad de tener como más de un acento en saturación. Que ya tenemos uno que lo da el rojo cadmio, pero mirar a ver si podíamos hacerlo sin sentir que necesitábamos de pronto un amarillo saturado.
Callum was saying,
Yeah.
did you know that Netflix has
We were missing the did
the
you
other
know?
facts, Callum.
Callum dropping the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're missing old algorithmic Callum.
Old Robo Callum
Yeah.
facts. So Callum said, did you know that Netflix has multiple thumbnails for the same movie for different demographics?
No.
And we are here not using our thumbnails, Nicolas.
I mean, but this is Callum that has, access to all this information.
But that's cool.
That's weird.
That's super cool. Because, I mean, they know how to get people to click.
Well, yeah, but super creepy. I mean,
But
it's cool in a it's cool in a sense that no, it's not cool. I can't find because it means that they investigate these things and they know what a child is interested in and what people over 60 are more willing to connect with. I don't know. That's kind of creepy to me.
Elijah said, oh wow, yeah, Callum. That Netflix thumbnail thing throws me off when I would see different pictures on my family member's account. It's pretty cool though. LOL.
Kind of creepy. I don't know. They're always collecting data. That's what they show. That's what that's good for. To remind us that they, every business is about data collection. So
Sean Farley said, hi, another suggestion for painting oil on paper is to make a drawing on regular Stonehenge paper and then paint a couple of coats of PVA size on top of the drawing. Once that's dry, it's good to go.
Oh, you don't know the origins of our OPL channel.
Yeah.
Then no, because we used to do that all the time with our moleskin sketchbook, but it was moleskin paper with and then the drawing and then a couple of coats, like maybe 3 coats of a transparent acrylic binder that we used to really like, but then was not accessible to us. They stopped bringing it to Colombia. So because they had stopped bringing it here, we had to stop using it. So yeah, but that's vintage OPL.
Leach said, dearly beloved, I must leave you. Love to you all and to the chat. It's awesome to have you back. May your new computer live long and prosper. See ya.
Gracias,
Chao,
Lich.
Lich.
Escríbame, Lich.
Nos vemos
Escríbame
pronto.
por ahí para que acordemos de la pintura, por favor.
Roslyn said, my family always picks my avatar profile pic for our Netflix. Right now, I'm Maleficent.
Oh.
What?
Come on,
We
they
are
gotta-
what? What
They
are
gotta
we?
change that. They gotta change that because you just saved a couple of, ducklings. So, what are we? I don't know. I mean, I know we're something, but I don't have it in my brain what we are.
Well, of course we're something.
Look, click it. Oh,
You have my phone.
What are we? Like a blue ball? Maybe blue balls.
So-
No, that's not good.
No, right, down, no, left,
Down? What?
down, there.
There, I saw it. Wow, why do you have so many apps?
Uh,
We're the dark ball.
we're the dark ball.
That's why I said blue ball. I remembered that we were a blue
Yeah.
ball, but saying blue ball is not,
Your
not a
mom,
good thing.
I love your mom's avatar.
Yeah. What is she?
Like a sheep,
A little sheep,
like
yeah.
a smiling
And she
sheep.
picked it, or maybe Pocha picked it for
Yeah,
her.
that's cute.
probably. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, we are the. Well, it's kind of. I don't know. Is it a spoiler? I mean, no, it's not.
no. Don't say it.
No.
No,
but
if we're gonna talk about Doctor Strange, I
no.
would. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dark. I was gonna say dark.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say that we can't talk about Doctor Strange until it's out of cinemas. Like,
Okay, 2024 it is then. Yeah.
no, because I really don't like when
People
like I'm
spoil stuff.
listening to
Yeah.
something, not expecting a spoiler of something, and then boom.
Yeah. No, I have to.
Spoiled.
For example, in if I'm listening to like a video game podcast or something, I usually just I'll scrub like 20 minutes later, and I'll keep listening. I don't even want to know if I'm, like if the conversation ended like 5 minutes before then. I was like, yeah, no, I want to play this game for myself. Like I don't
just-
want to.
Quit the thing I'm listening to.
Oh, completely?
Yeah, like turn
Yeah.
off my phone.
Oh yeah, throw it in the sink.
You know me. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Buttons.
yeah.
Miss buttons.
Oh, but you were gonna say what?
I don't know.
You said I don't know if it's a spoiler.
Oh
And I
no,
said,
I was going to talk about the blue ball, but maybe it is a spoiler in dark, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe not.
Okay. Lola Onigiri dice, uy, perdón, es que
No.
estoy moviendo mucho la cámara.
Yeah, no.
Lola Onigiri dice, de verdad
But
que
you're
es
not fidgety, right? Yeah.
Sí, siempre. No, yo siempre digo que sí soy.
No, we had a discussion once that you were like, but I'm not.
No, but then I was
okay,
like,
okay,
yeah,
I don't want to
am.
sound judgy either.
No,
I
I
don't
was
wanna...
like, actually I am. Pero Lola Onigiri dice,
Okay.
de verdad que es tan relajante escucharlos y una carita como con corazones. Ay,
Qué bueno,
muchas
qué bueno.
gracias, Lola. Gracias por acompañarnos acá. Acá estaremos siempre.
Bush.
Sí.
Esa promesa
Cero
estuvo
presión.
exagerada, sí.
Callum said, for example, for Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
they will show someone who likes romance movies, one thumbnail with Orlando Bloom, and comedy with a thumbnail of Johnny Depp.
I had no idea they even had. I mean, yeah, of course they have that data, but I had no idea they would shape, that data in those ways. That is, yeah, it's amazing, but kind of sinister also.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't believe?
No, I believed, but I was looking for
Proof?
no, like common examples of that.
Yeah.
And they're showing some. So,
Yeah.
yes. So I was doing that. Let's see. Shade said, I'm with Nicolas. Creepy AF. That's really, really creepy. The thing of the Netflix algorithm.
Yeah, that's how they, that's what they do with all the info they have on us. That's how they make it useful.
Barry Ryan said, oh my, nice painting today.
Oh, thank you.
Jose Fail said, my Netflix avatar is number 5 from the Umbrella Academy.
Oh, Fairs. What's
Fer
Fairs?
loves-
But number the kid that can go through time. 7?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I've never seen the show.
It's not a bad show, actually. I
No,
just
no,
watched
no.
first season.
No, I don't think it's a bad show. It's just I've never seen
No,
it.
I was gonna say that there's shows that you go like that people go like, oh, they're lame, but I think that's like it's not a proper like great show, but I think it's a good show.
Well, but I think that if people could see the list of things we see, they would go, "Oh, that's lame." Like things we see as a couple.
Yeah, we're very trashy, super
Yeah.
trashy. I would say.
Trashy TV.
Yeah. We have to like decompress, and the way we decompress is with trashy TV.
And we do have like, I mean, we loved Dark.
Yeah, that's not.
We
like
loved
good, like
Better
proper
Call
good
Saul.
series.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
All that amazing. But we do have like some trashy reality TVs
Yeah,
that
love
we
that.
love. Yeah.
Love it. Love
When
it.
we were in Madrid,
Yeah.
we were using my iPad and we were like, we should see something. Like, what? We were thinking like maybe a movie, maybe a series. And we saw a terrible reality
Yeah.
that had a new season about like couples, like matchmaking, something like that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And of course we clicked.
Oh yeah.
Like
they know
super.
us.
Yeah.
They know us.
Yeah. Mai said, the good old day of Moleskine and Bindex.
Yeah.
I remember watching your live streams on Instagram and was always so sad when the videos were gone after 24 hours. Now you have them here.
Yeah.
Plus me.
Oh, that's
No, well,
the
I
biggest
was part.
plus. You
I
were
was
always
there.
there.
Yeah,
well,
when you did-
not with everyone, but not with every video. But,
No, but-
you were there with a lot of them.
Of the streams you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ana Ramírez dice, Danielita, siempre tan linda y sabia. Uy, muchas gracias, Ana.
Preséntemela.
Sí, ambos son unos genios, muchas gracias, 10 de 10. Ay, gracias Ana por estar acá y gracias por ese comentario.
Sí, te entraron.
Linda y sabia, ¿qué más se necesita?
Entraron de una contigo ahí. Con el piropo de una.
Anam was saying, you guys can change Netflix avatars? Yes, you can.
Well, everyone can.
Yeah.
Oh, I love if somebody convinced them that they can't.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah. No, but you can. It's in the like settings.
It's in the settings, yeah.
Yeah. Or even I think you click on the avatar.
No,
It
I
has
think you
like a
have to-
pencil
Yeah, it's like an edit
the corner.
button. Yeah, like your typical edit button.
and you can change it there. Lola Onigiri dice, pues imagínate que tienes una sola oportunidad de hacer que alguien random en internet vea tu contenido y si puedes hacer que con una sola imagen esta persona se interese por lo que vas a mostrar, entonces todo el esfuerzo y el estudio de población se vuelve un punto a tu favor. Aunque sí es increíble la cantidad de información que recogen sobre las personas en general y que nosotros damos. Sí, pero lo que dice Lola es muy cierto.
Muy cierto.
Y va muy de la mano de lo que yo he estado diciendo ayer, de la
¿Qué es?
importancia de
El
cambiar
thumbnail.
nuestros thumbnails.
Pero te dieron la razón. O sea,
Sí.
ahí hubo alguien que escribió ahí como no. Escribió como Nicolás, no.
Sí, pues es que tú decías, no, yo me meto
No,
y busco, pero lo que yo te
Pero
decía
yo
es
siempre
cierto.
dije yo.
Sí.
yo.
No, por
O
eso,
sea-
pero uno tiene que pensar no en yo, sino
No,
en la mayoría.
pero lo
de la
decía
gente.
yo usuario, yo, o
Sí,
sea,
sí.
en mi diario vivir no me importa. Yo no estaba tratando de decir que yo represento a,
No, yo
a
no
la
estoy
población
diciendo,
de
No digo
personas
eso.
que hacen clic.
digo es que uno debe pensar ni siquiera, o sea, sí como uno, pero como múltiples personas al tiempo, como tratar de pensar
No, está muy
todo el
complejo,
tipo,
Linda.
no, pero yo sí creo que uno debe pensar como todo el tipo de usuario que entra. Entonces
No,
hay
ya.
algunos que leen la descripción,
No,
entonces
ya me
uno
compliqué,
puede
mi amor,
meter
no.
cosas en la descripción, pero hay algunos que no.
Sí.
Entonces no todo hay que ponerlo en la descripción, pero hay gente que ve el thumbnail.
Para
entonces
los que
uno
le
debe
gusta el
ser-
pollo, para los que le gusta la piña,
Exacto.
para los que les gusta el queso.
Exacto. Todo ahí. Callum said, well, there's so much data out there that Google can track the spread of the flu from people Googling symptoms. I remember there was, I don't know if it was real. I think it was. But something about police, maybe in the United States,
Yeah.
that catch a killer because they Googled something.
How
Like-
to catch a killer.
No, like how
Oh.
to dispose something. And they catch him because of the records of Google. Like, because he Googled that
Oh.
or something like that. So, or he used Siri. I don't know why I'm thinking about
Oh
that.
my God! What is?
Yeah, I remember reading the article. I thought it
Probably
was,
like Siri,
crazy.
Siri or like Cortana or something like that would make more sense, because that somebody can have like
Access
somebody
to
can
the
have
record.
quick access without what do you call it, without like a court order for your computer, and if they're just like compiling data, and if they hear like, I'm sure, like I
But
don't even want to
say- but
say
don't
it,
say the
yeah,
words,
which is
yeah.
ridiculous. But
Yeah.
I'm sure if you say things that you're not supposed to, that can potentially be criminal, like that lights up. I mean, that's the
No, but-
origin.
Yeah.
The whole point of picking data up, the whole
Mhm.
point of of that moment in our history, of it was the excuse was national security. The excuse was like, we can catch bad people, but then they started abusing everything, and they just started listening into like people's Facebook conversations, and which was ridiculous. But the whole point at the beginning was just to say, oh, let's catch them before they can do something. And of course, we never know how to deal with so much information. So
Yeah, Roslyn said, yes, Danny, I remember hearing that. Yeah, I remember the news about it. You're gonna be happy, Nicolas.
I don't know.
Luca Raven
Okay,
was asking.
that's a very cool name.
Was asking.
I hope that's your real name. That sounds like Luca Raven.
Yeah. Was asking.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Elden Ring, Nicolas?
Oh, I mean, we did our Elden Ring minute, so I won't be redundant here. But no, the game is amazing. I absolutely adore the game. It's incredible. It's one of the best games ever. But I've played every Soulsborne game, so this was like a culmination of coolness for me in many ways. I haven't finished it, but I think that I haven't purposely finished it because I just want it to last. I just want like this good, nice thing that I have in my life to like last for as long as it can, because it's really sad. Like, for example, with Danny, we've played a bunch of games that it's kind of sad when you're done.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that was cool.
It's like, now what?
and then it's like, now we're back to our boring relationship. It's like, I'm kidding. But yeah, so I guess I'm trying to like, keep that game alive for as much as I can.
And Luca Raven was saying, actually, it's my real name.
That's a very
It sounds
cool.
super cool.
It's a very cool name.
Kaisla Kurama,
Okay.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it okay, said, hi from Finland. It's super nice to catch this live, even though I should go to sleep already.
Oh, go to
The
bed.
painting looks incredible.
Thank you.
And
Nice.
thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we're gonna do Kaisla a favor, and we're gonna finish very quickly because I think. Well, I was gonna say because I have to call the bank, but no. More
Well,
importantly,
you have to.
yeah. But I think that I'm close to being done, to feeling like I'm done. So that's. I don't want to rush a painting just to say, oh, please authorize this.
This thing I'm trying to buy with my money.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And Luca Raven was saying, I feel that so much. I'm just taking it really slowly. The Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
Nathan Parrott said, amazing work, Nicolas.
Oh, Nathan's so and super. Nathan
And
is
hi,
a-
Danny.
Yeah,
Hi,
Nathan is
Nathan.
a super supporter also.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, Nathan.
I think Nathan got yesterday's painting.
Yep, he did.
Which was a very There's a lot of people that wrote to me asking for that painting. So I think you got a popular one yesterday. So we're very, very grateful. I mean, we're very grateful whenever people get any. I like making every single painting that I do. So it doesn't matter if it's popular or not. But, sometimes for reasons unbeknownst to me, because I never understand anything, some people react better to some paintings than others. And I don't even question. But a lot of people liked yesterday's painting. And by the way, I think it was Robin, the one that mentioned David's Marat painting.
Yeah.
Marat.
It was
and I was like, okay, we
to
gotta call it Marat or Marat. So that's credit to where credit's due. To the row. So I think.
But how can we differentiate between Robin and Roslyn? Row to the bean. That would be Robin.
Saying? What are you saying? No.
Row to the
I'm never going to say the things that you're saying right now. Never.
Okay.
Never. So.
And Nathan said, I love it and can't wait. Very appreciative.
Thank you.
I don't know how to say that.
Appreciative.
Yeah. I was going to say appreciative.
Okay, yeah. I second
that.
Your pronunciation.
Appreciative.
Yeah. I think we're gonna leave it here, and I'm kind of happy. I'm happy in the sense that yes, I mean we had to use CAD Red. I think this is a great example, example like in the subtle way of how red is our accent in a 4-color palette. It's an accent in saturation in that 4-color palette. Why do I say it's like a, kind of subtle way? Because, I could have just painted somebody with a red robe and the CAD Red would have just punched us in the eye, and it would have been super easy to say, oh, wow, that red is amazing. That red is super, super saturated. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's there. It would be plainly visible. The redness would be plainly visible. It would have been just as like me, instead of squeezing the red paint in my palette, like squeezing it on the painting. But in a more subtle way, in a more kind of elegant or painterly way, and by painterly I mean not just putting paint on the surface, but acknowledging that a painting is configured by color relationships. So in a painterly way, we are taking advantage of what that red can offer. And even though this painting is probably ochre heavy, it's yellow ochre heavy. So we are using that ochre to kind of tie everything up. I liked the purple, the tiny bit of purple. I had to do like jeans, like blue jeans in sunlight, which is almost impossible to do with a palette that only has black as a blue. But I think that's kind of cool. I think that offsets that yellowness really, really nicely. I do like the little accents of red spread throughout. It's kind of sprinkled throughout the painting, and they all have like different natures. Some of them are more orange, some of them are more saturated, some of them are more violet. But they work. They do their job. I feel like they're working towards communicating the brightness of that light. And I specifically wanted this image and wanted to go for this, hoping that it's almost like as if the figure itself is acknowledging the brightness that, she's being painted with. So it's kind of nice. It's almost like, yeah, the brightness is exogenous to the painting. It's coming from the sun. Like the source of it is outside the painting realm. But inside the painting, you can actually you can paint something and hope that you're painting this being that's alive also like in painting terms, and they are also conscious of how they're being painted. That sounds kind of meta or weird or dumb, but I try to think about those things when I'm painting, and I know they're dumb, but I find them fascinating, because to me it means that the painting could be alive, like in a realm, and it's just exciting. To me, it's like fun to think about it in those terms. So, yeah. So I think it was pretty cool. We used the paper. There's a bunch of areas here that are not opaque, so a lot of the brightness from the paper is coming through. But then there's a lot of areas where it is chunky paint. It is more, straightforward, just brushy paint, and I think all of them work. Very open painting in terms of edges. There's not a lot of like sharp edges everywhere. There's not a ton of like unnecessary contrast anywhere, I feel. I'm trying to scope the painting, trying to see if I have like a super bright right next to a super dark, and I don't think there's any, there's, because my darkest darks are over here maybe, but even here they're not touching because I didn't want that to have like a very sharp edge. So I wanted that painting not to like super glow artificially, but just to feel like it's almost flooded by this this bright light. And hopefully we were able to communicate that with a palette that seems like that would be out of its range. Like, if we're going to speak about brightness, we have to speak about chroma. And if we have to speak about chroma, usually we think I have to start with high chroma pigments. I have to. Like, that's the easiest way to do it. And, I'm not saying this painting can serve as evidence of the contrary, but I think it's a good exercise to do to just convince yourself that maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we can use our colors wisely. And if we use them wisely, maybe we can get to that same place we were wanting to get to, but take a different route. And a route that can be, I think, far more giving, because the color theory that has to be applied when you're doing something like this and when you're trying to pull it off is very different from the color theory that you apply when your pigments already are giving you so much of a head start. So when you have very little, you have to be super, super intelligent about the way you're painting. I'm not saying I'm a very intelligent painter. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here. I'm just saying something that's like a fact. If you have very small, palettes, if you have very little variables, then you are relying on super fundamental mixing, fundamental painting, very, very strong construction, basic construction of a painting. That's all you're relying on. And I think, and, by now, I hope everyone knows this by now, but I think that's the most attractive aspect of painting for me. I don't like paintings. I mean, in my process, in my understanding, I don't like paintings that can be resolved because, something is doing the work for me. So I don't like to do a painting where I'll just put a color and say, I just need to make, or I was mixing something and I'm like, I can't make this work. I just need to find like a brighter blue. And I just go to the store and buy a brighter blue and I put it in my palette and then I go like, okay, finally I can paint like a brighter sky. My brain doesn't work that way. It won't, like my painter brain won't allow me to think that way. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not here to say if there's a proper way to paint something, but it just is. Like, that's just how I work. That's just how I understand painting. So this is one of those paintings, and I'm talking a lot, but
No.
But this is one of those paintings that I was happy to do because yesterday it was very different. There was a very fleshy sort of traveling of that painting to try to describe that light. And I thought, well, yeah, because we had that discussion. I had that kind of lapse in my memory where I didn't remember if that was artificial light or sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, no, that's sunlight. And I was like, oh, really? Like, there was some kind of disconnect between my memory and what the image was telling me. So for today, I was like, okay, let me paint proper sunlight, like outdoor sunlight, and see if we can get some of that feeling with the same source, like the same source code, like our starting point, exactly the same. No tricks, no nothing, no, like variables haven't changed an iota. Like everything is the same. Let's see if we can get like a different feel to our materials. So I think we did well. I have to take some distance of the painting because I'm still seeing it in patches, and maybe it is a little patchy.
No, it's amazing.
I wish there was a little more unity, but I'm satisfied though with where it is. So, and I'm glad that I described at the beginning what I was hoping to go for, because I think this is as good as I could do it. I think I could have pushed, like for example, this is very nice, kind of reflected orange here that is kind of saturated. I could have just lied and do that all over the place, just so it feels like, oh my God, there's so much, warmth surrounding the figure that everything is just filling up, like all that warm temperature is surrounding, it's infiltrating the shadows, like permeating the shadows. So that brightness is going to be kind of artificially exaggerated, but I didn't want to do that. I think that I recognize how that can work, but I want to do it in special moments. I don't want to do it everywhere. I think it would have been cheap if I did it everywhere. So so that was it for today. That was good. I think a lot of nice edge work. I'm proud of that. And nice open areas. I especially like this. This moment is super, super abstract. It's like nothing. But it's the moment where, because this one was easy, cast shadow kind of flooding into the hand. But in here, I was dreading this moment because I was like, if I close this up, if I start to differentiate like chin from coat, from jacket, from neck, then everything is going to feel separated. And there was info in the photo that was telling me separate. You have to separate those shapes. And I didn't want to do it. I much rather kind of edit all that information and leave it super, super weirdly open. So I was a little scared with that area, but I think it works because you don't stop there. I think you're just aware of like this big kind of sense of light. So anyways, so that was today's painting.
I have to say that for me, the tiny bit of red in the finger.
Oh, that one that I put in the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I love it.
Yeah, like bright fingertips are always super, super fun.
Yeah. So, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Today.
Yeah.
So, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
For joining us.
Yes.
And
So that's that for?
No, it's just Callum just has like super random information.
Oh, like he always does. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was reading one, and I'm gonna read it out loud.
Yeah, let's do the last Callum.
So Callum said, Walmart got sued once because their data correctly predicted a teenage girl's pregnancy.
What? So let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But I think that's a Natalie Portman movie. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. I'm not kidding. So let's leave it at that. Okay. People that know, people that are Natalie Portman fans like I am, they'll understand. So that was Callum's fact. That was a Callum fact. Yeah. And I'll give you a Natalie Portman fact.
How can we call Callum's facts? Not Callum facts. More like something with robot. No, I don't know. We'll think about it
tomorrow.
Yeah. So we'll see you, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us. And we'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to paint tomorrow, but I don't know if we could do a video. So I'm going to paint tomorrow and probably upload something.
And I don't think there's going to be a visual correspondence on Monday.
It doesn't matter. We'll do a video on Monday.
But we'll
be here on
a video.
Monday. Yes.
And hopefully I have my visual correspondence soon.
There we go.
Because
it's our schedule.
No, yeah, I know. But it's funny because I'm sorry, I'm just making it longer. But I think that, like I thought, maybe I'm gonna be impacted in a very good way.
Yeah.
With all the art I get to see.
Yeah, you're talking about the trip.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just like in a shock, And I think that I'm still in that moment of shock.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I can't produce things, but I would. So
Oh,
we'll see you.
don't worry. You're in the place that we all are
We all
when that
struggle.
happens. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't
So
worry.
bye